Sorry for the late start. A major road to my where my house is got closed off, so I had to take a long way around, and obviously there was traffic there because a lot of people went that way. So yeah, that's why I'm late, and I had to like make a VR chat also had an update, so there was also that. So yeah, just a lot of inconveniences. If there's no obvious start place, then I'm gonna assume I start the portal. So the moment we go in, I'm going to be in character. Okay, let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Portal. I'm gonna say like during this time, Jasper like hid away perhaps his guitar somewhere. Let's see. So that's where I'll be headed. Dang, I cannot read that. But I assume this is to attract me to this place. I should switch over myself to player options. Cool.
Very well.
I'll let them know. Jasper.
Hello.
I will go relay this. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Did I miss anything?
Only our arrival and interrogation by the guards.
I suppose that is part of the course.
Yes, they are surely suspicious given the number and our rather vague reasoning as to being here.
And perhaps a sudden show up. I believe we were entered through some sort of crevice, so I'm pretty sure their scouts would have spotted us sooner if we were further.
Yes, quite.
Has anything happened as of current? I'm just trying to be very aware of who might be in our presence.
Not as far as I am aware. At least not yet. Though I believe most of the folk rent to what I presume is the town centre over there.
Have we
They
been...
did inform us that they had a fair few visitors prior to our arrival as well. I would not be surprised if the one that contacted the Shimmering Nothing was interested in.
Granted, I am not aware of the full details of their intentions here.
I just know we're supposed to look for someone. Never really went into detail whom.
Do you want me just to stand here while you all have your conversation?
Are you going to have a conversation that I shouldn't be present for? Okay, then I will stand over there next to Snow.
I will step aside as well.
Hello.
Oh. Sorry.
You're quite alright. I didn't mean to... Did I startle you to some degree?
No, you're fine.
Okay. How do you find yourself, by the way, Snow?
This place is strange? Yes, let's go with that.
Any place is strange to you. You lived in snow your whole life.
That's a good look.
I got it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Hmm.
And
A wise
just,
decision. I think it's right.
it's a lot more
But I
warmer,
kind of
and,
promised last time, so I know changes. So
I would not have said anything.
it's
nah, I'd rather people tell me
feeling to this place.
than to not say anything, and then I just walk around and that, and tire my whole life.
No one's giving you a hard
Perfectly.
time for these yet, have they?
I don't like this
No,
place.
of course not.
It's a weird feeling.
It's quite
I see.
awful.
I just don't know the connotations of
The strange little
You know,
bottles or shrines or whatever they are buffets
celestial
by
and
every
stuff like
building
that.
practically.
Yes, I don't know either.
I'm not a huge fan of the things on top of the.
Well, I suppose a good thing to...
the anti-magic.
good thing that
charms,
nothing has
at least
happened then.
from what somebody mentioned. So
I would agree. Yeah,
Let's hope it stays that
they
way.
seem quite paranoid about it.
definitely. I might go walk around and understand that part again. But I only got to
There
pay
was also a fighting
Be
pit we spotted.
Something happens, I'll let you know. Or you'll
Average
have my phone.
entertainment.
Definitely an interesting place.
I'll keep my ears
Really, I
open.
think it is quite
Apologies,
regular to have a
my
fighting pit.
Name escaped. I'm so sorry.
Quite alright. Satori Akane.
Have you never been to like a tavern where there's like a speakeasies underneath it,
Akane,
or
perhaps,
somewhere in the
then.
back door?
It's fine.
Akane is easier.
What?
Akane is
No!
a lot easier.
Oh. Huh.
You know mine.
The only place I ever went to that was a tavern before the Kalypsia was a small place just down the road as I walked.
Think about it.
I see.
What?
I don't know.
I'm gonna apologize
I'm
in
just
advance
sort of
if I forget.
imagining you getting
quite
drunk
alright.
off of melted snow now.
I've done the same thing plenty of times.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been in that boat, and I still am in that boat.
Fair.
Good
You know,
luck.
some people actually cover snow
not
instead
right.
and drinks and other
That's
such
adultery.
in order to make it taste rather nice. So
Yes.
perhaps
Are you
you're
gonna
just
stop?
haven't gotten a taste of that kind of
Do you
accommodation.
want to go somewhere?
Really? Wouldn't it just be the drink added to the snow that tastes
Okay,
good,
well, I'm going
not
that
the
way.
snow itself?
So,
I mean, okay, yes, kind of. I'm debate already. Ugh.
Some people are organizing a meeting outside to try to figure out.
I'm just teasing Snow. Though, if we're talking the connotations of Snow, if we added a flavor to you,
To get a group gathering to understand what.
Yes,
You know, so they're all
especially
on the
since people have already come in and started talking.
There would be no ever such a flavor.
We're just traveling.
I'd be curious. Give it a
you're
little
right,
taste.
okay. Yeah, some people have already mentioned Kalypsia.
Oh right, look at the time. It's time that we I can't say anything. God damn it.
It's still morning. Teleporting around the world lately.
Already?
Thank you, thank
Are
you,
you
thank you.
Sprout? Do you need something?
Yes.
Mitt wants you. And you, but he thought you were over there.
He did what?
Okay, well,
he literally just walked past.
Leave it to it.
Move. So,
Okay,
yeah, I'll go.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just doing what I was told.
Maybe his hair was potted in the wrong way and blinded him from a peripheral
Meeting
vision.
outside. That's why.
Please keep
Are you going to be there, Sprout?
Chloe safe.
I will be where Mitt is.
I'll
That's right.
be back as soon as I can.
Alright. Leave it.
I missed him a lot.
Well, at least she
I'm
had
sure you did.
admitted.
That was terrible.
No.
Never make that joke again.
Anyways, I'm guessing the rest
Even
of
I
them
thought
told
that
you
was
about
cool.
general things of doing what we're doing with what we came here for.
I just know we're looking for someone. No description at all.
Okay.
Perhaps
just
we
do
should
the
give it a
general
just
thing
in
now.
case.
We're not looking for someone. Someone's looking for us.
I'm doing the general
it's
thing of
easier.
when I talk to the local. First off, do not tell anyone about who we are. I introduce ourselves as an unnamed band of travelers. Nothing that can link us back to the ship.
If only we were actually advertised like that, or seen that way, or perhaps choices was made with that consideration.
I mean, if we keep
Yes.
introducing ourselves as that, then I mean, they won't
That's-
really be the wiser. As well
That's
as we
not
came
what
in
it's
through a
referring
portal.
to.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Second, what was it? Oh yeah, the magic. If any of you require to use magic, do it outside. If not, if any of them ask you, just claim that you've never used magic in your lifetime.
Perhaps you should keep your
Make it
voice
work.
down.
Yes.
We are literally next to a building,
Also,
and no less a church.
I'm not sure
It's
if you
fine,
heard me a
Sidros will
second
take
ago,
care
but
of
there's
it.
going to be a meeting.
I don't
outside
have
the
faith in Cedros.
And Cedros is 100% hit rate on churches apparently. Anyways, what they said. That is essentially where we're going to be doing our lodging. There is apparently a campsite nearby. Apparently, we just follow the signs, and likely at night, when everyone gathers, we have things to discuss.
Wow, we're actually talking about things.
I suppose we should perhaps go where the others are, if we wish to know.
I'm trying to make people talk about things at least.
Or I can do so. Otherwise, I imagine I will not be in the loop.
But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay.
Other than that, just explore, enjoy Arwen as much as you can at least.
Oh my god, that is a statement for sure.
That it is.
Uh,
Just a moment.
Hmm.
Where did she run off to?
Somewhere in that direction behind the church, I believe.
She will be a moment.
Good morning, Holly.
I let no one else do that.
Oh, really?
Yes?
I see. I believe you.
Sorry to bother you all. We are having a small meeting outside. To remind everyone of our objectives here.
I suppose that's our cue to go then.
Very well. Since we were all dragged into this.
Is that Talia?
He recently got a nice new dress. Looks better than ever.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wait.
Do your eyes deceive you, my dear Jasper?
It's good to see you,
You know
too.
her?
Yes, she was one of the first friends I made here.
Oh, just friends. Oh, my heart, Jasper.
Well,
More than friends?
I don't have a quick retort. I'm a bit too flabbergasted right now.
I feel that.
You kind of caught me with my jaw
Do you need a
dropped.
hug as well, like the big softy over here?
Sure, why not? Bring it in.
I'll get in here. Oh my goodness. The more the merrier. I feel like I'm being a third wheel.
Toffee, shut up. I'm trying to enjoy this.
I'm sure you appreciate
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh my. Third wheel done.
What brought you back?
Good job.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I saw them hugging and I was like, I wanted to
Right.
some information for you. Afterwards, I was like,
Right.
I'm third wheel.
Focusing.
It's been a while.
I'll talk to you later.
I think the meeting is starting. We should probably approach.
If any of the residents ask, this meeting we're doing is
Do you mind if I
to
stand in the
discuss
center?
our
Wait,
destination, okay?
Sorry.
Sure. It's okay. There's a lot of wings. Let's do dance.
It is.
I wonder what Kiri's.
But, also, has everyone been informed
Mom
of
was
how
very
we're
afraid to make me
calling
a bit more
ourselves
serious.
while
Maybe
we're
I'll
here?
dance for you later.
I mean, I introduced us
gonna
to
look
them
for
as unnamed
Kira.
band of adventurers.
I'm
so-
Just can't help yourself, huh?
That works. We're essentially just one large
Okay.
traveling group. A band of
Well, that was quite the show for a moment.
adventurers or the like.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just
Oh my goodness.
what it looks like when the group of us who are very well armed of multiple different races walk up to a town. We essentially look like a small militia or a band.
And that is exactly why I talked with the locals immediately. So to make sure that they don't think of
I would like to impart some of my information on you all.
No, I must.
Rather quickly.
Not a time and place.
So that I do not have to dilly-dally. I was following Etherbane. Some of you may already know me, some may don't. I was a part of your group a while ago. And I have since departed to do my own thing, but I am back. You're found here. We have both been following Etherbane, it seems. And I have some information for you all. Their
Holly,
general.
I'm trying to concentrate.
His name is Queen. You're looking for Meredith. The final key to destroying the spirit realm. They are not in ties with this place.
Grabs.
People here are not Etherbane, from what I have gathered.
I need help concentrating.
And they kidnapped so
the
I understand.
I need to look at your face
Someone in a
and in that
career
direction at the same time. Thank you.
with dragonkin or demon features. They did not kill them, but they seriously maimed them,
Are you okay?
which I found off.
Holly's just so spread eagle down there.
I know.
Does anyone have questions?
Was that person a local or another traveler?
This is helping a lot. Thank you.
Another
I will
traveler,
owe you
I
one.
believe.
Indeed.
Understood. Were they? Are they still captured by Aetherbane, or are they recovering in town?
They are still captured. Either
Even
being
better, okay.
moved to a place where
I was
cannot
curious.
still really follow them anymore.
Did the true of his stuff, or is the house he was occupying left intact?
I am unsure if he was occupying the house
No.
or his other belongings.
My eyes are going to drift if you look away.
Outside of one of their tents one day. Tacked.
Well, now I
Okay.
can't see
you
who's
said
talking.
they're in a place that you can't reach.
You need to be directly covering one part of my eye, and I'm looking at the other person with the other.
Where's
To an
the
opener
place?
area.
She's just sitting.
Is she? I can't tell. And I'm afraid to look away because I might never be able to look away again. Oh, good.
Well, there's an area that's fine.
This is doable.
Okay.
We know of a place called the Cliff. Is that where they might have gone?
I'm sure. I will have to ask my pet. He is currently keeping an eye on them. I do not know.
Pet.
Yep, we're being looked at.
But that was a good talk.
Isn't that?
It was a good discussion.
Well, I mean, we are a very, very large group in the clearing.
Now that we've all decided, shall we go over to the
Gotcha.
camping area? I guess we should ask if the camping area is.
I spoke with the local
Available.
and they said that we can definitely use it. Yes.
Well, then, since we know that, shall we head over there and properly see the area for ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, it's our only option. Lodging, anyways.
That's a
I don't think
bit
anyone
worrying.
likes to sleep within inside.
They don't want us inside the walls.
So anyone that was not here at the beginning, the official
Sleeping
response
place.
was we are discussing
Don't
which
dare
direction
imagine
to
it's
take
just
next.
I'm going
If
to
they are
talk over there.
I think this bundle of coincidences is just making friends among the travelers that run into each other.
Are you quite alright?
I'm looking for Toffee.
I haven't seen her. Hello, is everything alright?
Yep. Yeah. Just curious about the huddle.
Have you seen Toffee?
Cool hat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like your antlers.
Thanks, I grew them myself.
Ah, you get them from your mom and dad.
Probably.
Hey, Molly?
I suppose just casual conversation over there.
Do you know the group?
I walked away because it was not intuitive.
Sure. Group of 30 just talking about the weather.
Not the weather. Just, I suppose, worryingly sleeping.
So you are together.
I don't think we advertised anything else.
You most certainly did.
Did we?
It's good to clear the air.
Did you get a name? Oh, I'm terrible with names.
Some of us are together, correct?
I don't remember.
Like,
Yeah.
She said you by name.
See?
And that she was here to see you.
What do you mean?
Apparently, some people aren't with us as much.
Plenty of people, when asked, said that they're traveling alone, not with the group. That's just a bundle of coincidences. That
Perhaps
all of them ran into this place at once.
Perhaps by some extension, yes. Some of them just kind of...
Most of us are within a group at least. The traveling party, adventurers.
And then some of the others just stuck on like... I don't know.
Power in numbers out there. There are beasts and monsters. But to some degree they would run and save their own skin. So that's what I mean by some extension.
Right. You seem more open to talk than others, so what's the dealio here? What is up with the group? What do you do? What's the thing? Cool shoes.
What do you mean?
What do you guys group up for? Just taking a stroll? Seeing the sights?
Oh, you mean Current?
Oh, I thought they meant like what do we do exactly, as in like a musical travel of group? As in
you have to get up.
As in the... Yeah, that's what I thought you were referring to. Like, I was about to say I do indeed play music. But if you're talking about the purpose of our caravan...
Yeah. Why other people?
Like any other caravan would. Looking for a place to settle down, build up camps, and then at some point build a town out of that.
Your caravan?
Like an adventuring party, caravan, however you want.
You guys just want to build a town?
That is the long run in some things, is it not?
Nomadic thing.
Dude. Alright.
How do you think that? How do you think this?
Researchers and explorers trying to learn the world and see things from a better side. I'm still writing my book.
Not only that, that is how all towns started. Someone just kind of travels, they see a good place to settle down and camp, and then numbers grow as people see that as growing numbers. And at some point there will be more workers and then building houses. That's how this whole started. Would we not be the same?
That's crazy. That's crazy. My meme always said that people just do that by themselves.
Do you think just houses just appear out of nowhere?
Scholars within our ranks as well, so yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a house built.
A lot of escort.
Huh. I wonder if you get any...
Not to mention...
residents.
I mean, not to mention a lot of us grouping up.
You don't see a house built because you're always staying in the walls.
Damn, that's a good point. I do that.
Huh.
A lot of us also started to come together considering we saw news about people being attacked by a group called Ita Ben.
They're a bit non-discriminatory.
I didn't hear what you said. Oh, right. Alright, yeah.
We grouped up together because of we heard about attacks from that group.
Right.
A lot of us don't use magic, but still we are kind of worried.
Especially
of you? Some of the
so some of you do.
A lot of the some are in terms of species at least.
I believe that's what they said.
I told you.
Well,
yes,
make sure to keep those magic users out of the town.
We made sure to build this.
It is your town, it is your rules, we shall abide.
Someone understands? Good.
Could you point out which ones are the ones that use magic?
None of them are currently in sight, so I can't exactly point right now, and they're a bit far.
Not you, though. You're like a cool dancer.
Well, I could do a little dance, but I'll have to charge.
A lot of us mostly just use weapons and the like.
Okay. Can you do a
He
dance?
also has a big
Well, I mean, I'd have to charge. It's not that kind of dance. It's a bit exotic and intimate.
Whoa,
Private.
whoa, yeah, no. Whoa. Yeah, this guy's a freak.
Well, indeed.
I think you interested the butterfly. But yeah, we really do need to start getting our story straight with everyone.
That seems to do at least some good of it. It's pretty open-ended.
It does get a bit of a challenge when everyone wants to do things their own way.
It's just the most convenient.
Yeah.
So, how did that end up?
I managed to scare them away.
Constant.
That's good, I suppose. So what's the plan? Try to find the kidnapped person and rescue him. Then try to find Meredith and deal with him.
If they brought the kidnapped person over to the fort, we're going to be going there anyways to rescue the people who the nothing.
So...
Right.
As well as the shrine.
So this is a
possibly
jailbreak.
The shrine maidens from Yeah, it's a very big jailbreak.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck did I get myself into?
Kalypsia, that's what you got yourself into.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm likely going to be talking with the townspeople about, Fort Clifton. I'm going to phrase it in a way, doesn't spurn, what is word? Suspicion.
We're gonna roll with the punches, Jasper.
We did a pretty good job, you and I, that is for sure.
Certainly smoothed over some misconceptions. I feel like every time someone tells the cover story, it's different.
I talked with the butterfly one. Is a lot more than the others, so if anything, I would like to be able to get more information out of her. And
all right,
you are a smooth talker, Jasper. You might be able to use your skills in this as well.
Literally had to do it to survive.
At this point, don't we all, considering what's at stake?
Some better than others.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go check out the camp. See how wide and big it is.
Alright. Might follow later.
Oh, let's see, what the fuck is that? Actually.
Yeah. We having contacts of pointing. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hi.
Pointing contest.
Yeah, pointing contest.
Just a little good luck.
Well, we're going to go find water.
You didn't rob killer, which means I will win.
Okay.
Kira! Not killer, Kira!
Same hat.
Are you going this way too?
Yes?
Yeah, but,
Don't make it
we're
awkward,
exploring
please.
the world.
Don't make it awkward.
Yeah.
We just so happen to be walking the same place.
That's fine.
Seems like she'll be fine. I must get the lay of the land. If I can't... There seems to be only one entrance, as of current. This town is rather small in comparison, but the walls are fortified. What is the saying? Have good walls, and 500 men can repel 10,000. There's a grate here. That could be useful. If I were a 10,000-pound brute. I love this music. This music is awesome. Oh no! Invisible wall. Maybe that's the invisible wall to tell us that, like, hey, don't go this way. Yep, that's the invisible wall to tell us not to go that way. Okay. Understood. Easily made that jump. I mean, that's somewhere within the town. There is a pen there. Thought it looked like something from something else from far away. Maybe... That might be a good question, actually. It smells terrible, but I suppose that is par for the course. It is cows after all. Nothing really of interest. In sync pigs. All eating at the same time. These odd podiums. I dare not stand on the crops. I need to ask Sato. He was one of the few most exposed to the Blackburn, not directly though. Is that? No, that does not echo. Ah, they've reunited. I'm glad.
If you want anything like fruit or vegetables, I didn't see a stall selling them, so
Fair.
forage.
May not be the
Oh,
season.
it is okay for us to enter. I just want to reiterate and ask again. It is just
Yes.
okay.
Amit and I just purchased some meats, fish, chicken, beef. There's also a boar.
Alright.
We purchased, so
We'll have food.
I shall.
Am I gonna see a dead horse? Just out of character reasons, I wanted to see the dead horse. Wait, did I do that? Can I turn it off? Okay. Does it change differently? I will, I just wanted to see the dead horse, man. It didn't do nothing. Maybe it doesn't look in the menu. Nothing seemed to have changed. At least. Actually, I'm gonna double check just because I don't want. Nothing seemed to have changed at all. Okay. Woo. Something about this doesn't seem right. What was it? I was walking along that wall. Maybe I've misjudged. Alright, yes.
Is this supposed to be sausage? think it's sausage.
Okay. I just what the second one is. No. There's really no points of interest other than those grates. At least in terms of escape, but I wonder if they're big enough to slip through. They said specifically no magic in that town. So I wonder if there is a consensus of they allow magic users, just no magic.
Perhaps you should take Jasper with you. No, okay.
Huh?
I don't want you to go in alone. Okay. We'll just go out. I don't want you to feel like you're being dragged along. You know, you don't want to go in there. You don't want to. No. You don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there, right? It makes you feel worse and stuff. So just keep yourself back and stick with the game then. I'll be right with you.
Why did you say my name?
If anything, I'll be the CSEB.
Alright.
What?
Apologies, I didn't mean to disturb you, Jasper.
What?
Apologies, I didn't mean to disturb you, Jasper.
What?
You're probably looking for Never mind. I haven't seen
What?
Carnes, if that's who you're looking for.
Odd thing for her to say. But oh well. Oh, so these are where the camps are. Torches. Hmm.
Did you just like randomly get Marek's proposals then?
Thinking about it, I'm pretty sure it's average.
Where's Amit?
He went up the hill to investigate. We got food at the very least. We have to cook it, but we have it now.
I spoke with the locals as well, and if we don't have enough, there are animals around that we can hunt as well, just to make sure we're not overhunt.
By the way, and Jasper, you
Oh.
might want to hear this too. That one guard that's around, the one with the antlers,
Mm.
he tried to get him to forcibly touch the fountain. Be careful.
Which fountain?
The one in the center of town, made of
Opasia.
Opasia.
How can you tell if it was made of Opasia?
It's like the sheen. It's like marble, but with like a sheen. You know those little pillars at the entrance? That's what they do.
I did notice those odd pillars. They're a bit iconic to here.
It is.
When I get close to them, my wings, they're very uncomfortable.
So.
Also, update on our mission.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Clifton is around the south side area. However, if we all go willy-nilly without any guide, we will get lost very easily.
So we need to get a guide.
That is the next part. When I talked with the locals,
Holy
they said that they
shit.
will be able to supply us a hunter that will guide us to the fort.
That
From the
might
town?
be a problem, depending on their.
If we, well, the town seemed to also not like intervene too much, considering how willing we are able to talk with them about it. And when Jasper and I was talking about our group, and I told them that we made this group because of in the news, Ethelbane is doing all these attacks. They agreed with us.
Okay.
They understood, at least. So they know Ethelbane is a danger.
Still be careful.
They may
from
have their
our
beliefs
previous-
on magic, but nobody likes war, and Aetherbane likely will create issues for them on a geopolitical scale.
I
would
made sure
still
to
say be
also
careful
tell
with
them
folks that we don't
I also
know.
made sure to tell them that I will recompense the hunter when it comes to guiding us. I will do that out of my own
Okay.
pocket. It's fine. But
They need help, just let us know. But like I was saying, even back in the previous towns, Aetherbane has infiltrated very high-standing places. So I won't put it past them that, be careful.
Fair enough.
By the way, did you know that pork is really good?
Yes.
and then
I just had it for the first
Jasper,
time.
they're eating it raw. They all just eat it raw. They don't cook it.
And then
I eat lots of things raw. I'm a dragon kid. It's normal for us.
I see. I do like it raw too.
The one time
You're the only one,
The one
Fitch.
time
You're
I
the
saw
only
people
one.
have pork raw, they started throwing up later.
You're the only one, Finch. You're the only one.
Yep. Yeah, the only one.
Eaten properly. It might have just
Also, I
not
have
been
some-
cleaned properly, but
I
who
got some
knows?
history on Fort Clifton. It was built during
I
the
also
Mage.
really like fish raw.
It was supposed to be a safe haven, which means
Apparently, it's a pretty common practice from
probably
Luna Day.
not going to be very good for mages.
It's probably lined with Opasia.
What
Like
is his face? Miyamoto liked it. I know that.
But also, it has been
Yes,
abandoned
yes.
for a while, so
Eastern
only we know who
Dragonkin
is
like
in there.
myself are
They
supposedly
survived.
built for catching and eating fish out of the water, so...
That has no problem getting Opasia. in
Thin
a place
bodies,
where it
long
is
tails,
literally not lacking
basically
at all.
built
I
for
could easily
swimming.
probably refurbish
Have any Eastern?
at
well,
the end of the day, make
I
sure
suppose
that
there are
everyone is-
Eastern dragonkin out there other than
If no one
from
has ever seen anyone in
your,
there either,
you know.
at least from this town,
Hmm.
you must have.
I'm
most
sure there
may have
are,
been.
yes. It's just
So,
not
as
as
we go there
common
with
to
the
see
hunter-
them out there as opposed to
We're going to
places like Solasta.
out of our peripheral vision as well.
Fair enough.
Given that we have 3 from Solasta here, and then just me from
You
the
don't see-
east and Eka from the north.
You don't see too much fish in Slough Islands, you go on the border. So, fish is more
What do you need to
of
survive there?
Alright.
more
I'm
of a
going
rare
to
sight
need
with your
probably
further.
a couple knives, so we can chop up some vegetables.
Does your weapon have an
and
eye?
hog.
It does.
We're going to need.
That's
we've got a couple of
Darla.
rain from water.
The weapon or the person?
The weapon. The weapon is named Darla.
Oh, it's named. Okay,
Yeah.
It's going-
And the flower attached to it is from Sprout.
Yes, Sprout was
Oh,
very keen.
I thought you were referring to her.
When you went to get ingredients, did
Well,
you?
I mean, I did pick up a flower or two. I plan to give Sprout.
I was going to say that was
I
very
picked
well
up some
put.
flowers, but that was just for myself.
We are still talking about flowers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some over the hill back there. What do you think I was talking about?
Nothing.
That should be all good.
Do you think they have a smith there? Maybe. Probably.
Listen, last time I dealt with either band,
Regardless, I've sort of scoped out the area. It is no of interest, but if I suppose our mission is to retrieve someone, it is good to know all routes. There are 2 grates that leads outside from both opposite sides.
Did we know who this person was?
You any good with a knife? So I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, I think so.
No, we don't know. But I just know that we are to retrieve them.
Oh, we had done some scouting around the camp for safety. The 2 rock formations in the front can be climbed up on easily, so we should watch for enemies taking that as advantage, as well as this one in the far back.
Got Alden prepping the hog now.
I see.
We've got some vegetables.
But we can also use those ourselves as good watch points when we rotate people out to watch during the night.
It would be good to have a
Some of
watch
us have
party.
queens too, so if one wants to take out that position, for example, they'll have a pretty good view.
Yeah, anyone who can fly can get up to the other ones easy enough, but those 3 are the ones we need to watch for enemies being on.
We should super convince Leto to stake up there.
I have.
I don't think he'll.
No,
I don't think he'll do it.
I mean, not as in a moment to fly, but to perhaps give him the incentive to climb it, and perhaps he'll start to think otherwise. But it'll just be actually just super funny to watch him climb the entire thing.
Fair enough. I wonder. I do have those pickles that let you float. I picked up some of the funny food from the Shimmering Nothing before we left.
Thank you.
You're looking mighty wet.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Said it's wet?
Yes, because it
Sad. Dry yourself off.
No, don't.
What, you like what you see?
What? I'm sorry, what are you saying?
It's not comfortable.
Fine, fine. Make yourself comfortable. Exactly.
No, I would dry naturally.
On the scale from 1 to 10, how wet?
Pretty much drench.
You'll get the
That's-
cold. You'll dry yourself off.
I didn't mean to make you soak like that. I didn't
It's
think that would
okay.
happen when I bumped into you.
Just that I cannot use magic to dry myself here.
Being by the fire will dry off eventually.
I guess I can at least increase my temperature a tiny bit.
So I don't believe I got both of your names.
I would say the same.
Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 20, like a 15.
We're Lamethus, or
15?
as
Pretty
others
good.
like to call us, Lamb.
Low? Low?
Lamb.
Lamb. That is a bit
Like
easier
the
to
animal.
remember.
When does he need helping?
If you're okay with such name. I
Yes.
didn't quite catch the first time you said it.
Bit of constant for us. It's sort of just stuck with us.
What is your proper name again?
Lamethus.
Lemethis.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Jasper, by the way. Jasper Sarvel.
We do not have tails here.
How things? Everyone has tails.
Pleasure's
except
mine.
us.
Well,
I think that's
And
the
you?
first time I've heard you state your family name.
you were saying something I forgot.
Hardly a family, but technically yes.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
And we're preparing some
Speaking
more.
of which, I certainly should not say mine while we're here.
We've got some vegetables, we've got some spices, we're going to
I
do
see
a
you
bit of a
also
stew.
enjoy large weapons.
Yes.
That's
It
one
is the
thing.
best way to kill
We
something.
need to figure out if anybody has any
I
dietary
agree,
requirements.
actually.
Why do a bunch of little strikes where one big one does the trick?
Precisely.
Cassandra. Over here, Cassandra.
Infinity Girl will be prolonging the
I'm just saying hello. I did not mean to ignore you when you came by.
I'm not here, but I can't hear very well. Hello.
Oh, really now? Do I need to get in
I
close?
just can't see them from my hair.
Sometimes it doesn't work because they have weirdly placed organs. Some of you don't even have two hearts.
Not as large as your ears, though.
Well, fair enough, but in the case of people
If
like
you have
me,
trouble
we
hearing, do I
always
need to
have
get in
the
close?
muscle mass to carry around something so
Perhaps
big,
just a little bit.
and so
Very well.
finesse is more apt to us.
Do a bit of a salad or something.
It's good to see you, though.
If we have some vegetarians.
Well, I can carry
I get
something
vegetarian,
big,
vegetarian,
so I will kill a big weapon.
I am very sure.
And in the case of somebody like me,
No, well, she was eating squirrels the other day, never mind.
deception is also
Oh, did someone tell you of our current state being here?
No, I hear nothing, I know nothing, I am just tagging along because I need your help and therefore I am here. So I know nothing.
Put it simply, don't expose your magic here, if you have any.
My body is a weapon. I do not need this to conceal it.
Other requirements have magic, but which I do not have, so shouldn't be a problem.
Well, then you're in luck.
I have claws, so I can scratch at somebody, but
They look pretty.
At least it's not
the
snails.
Okatana is good for keeping some reach, and
As of-
daggers
Why
is
don't?
good for
Hmm?
unexpected close
Why don't? Why no magic?
I believe this town is a bit intolerant of it.
This has always served me well since nobody expects it.
Well, we brought them aboard, and they made a nest, and then they reproduced, and then we got rid of that nest, but by then they had
That does
more
seem
than in
useful.
population, and they're in every corner of the Kalypsia.
Very well then.
So
And now we're
magic,
just running them around
any
like an
part of my
endemic
body
plague.
could be a weapon,
Every time
technically.
we land somewhere, we're starting a new snoodle infestation in the place we land.
Yeah. I'm going to
He's like, you
exterminate
know
them
a
because
lot
they keep on
about some magic.
stealing from me.
We
Last
tried
time
it, it's
we
really
went,
hard.
indicated
That's the
Spent
thing, yeah. we're
3
not gonna be able
centuries
to buy that.
studying it, so...
Currently, the Sentinels is at war with them, and we are losing.
Oh no.
kinda
For
sad.
example, my study
Losing
wasn't
against the
exactly
Snoodles.
typical. I actually started with the
Can't
advanced
exterminate
spells
them
I
faster than
currently know,
Adorable.
rather than going over any of the basics, which is a huge risk to take in magic, but
Gross.
They're
the
little
circumstances
babies.
I
want
was
them.
in kind of required it.
No.
Right.
My family
Because
believed
you
that
want
I would
no.
be capable of it. It was
No,
necessary
because
for
they
my
reproduce too
survival.
much. Yes.
This tray here, half into one pot, half into the other.
It seems like it turned on a useful skill, at the very least. So I would say so.
What?
Nothing. I don't know if it's just the light, but if it's hitting you in the
It is.
right way. But you seem to be practically glowing.
I could do it.
Yeah, I'm glowing.
If my hands are tied, I can do it out of my mouth.
I don't know what
I
don't know what I entirely mean by that.
And I've been able to figure out how to
Well,
move
it
the
could
blades along
mean
my body.
glowing in my hair. You think I'm generally glowing.
Useful for
some may prefer to use that term as for someone who is pregnant, which I highly aren't. So.
No, I think we'd see it.
Probably yes. I mean that depends.
Hmm?
If it's like the early stages, it shouldn't be too visible. Unless you mean, of course, the term of glowing, then yes, I guess some people would probably notice. That's why they're saying, oh, you're glowing.
We need a bit more thickener. What I'm effectively doing...
Is this a normal conversation? I'm not sure.
I don't know, I just simply said something and you seem to have, like, grabbed it by the horns and just ran with it.
I do that, yes.
I don't dislike it.
The skin and bone
changes. I'm not used to conversation with other people lot, so.
Well, as long as I get to hear your voice, it is all but a pleasure.
As I haven't annoyed you yet, I haven't scared you away quite.
You're trying to scare me away?
Not intentionally, but if that's the term, that's...
Did you scare away Leto?
And the bigger...
No, I'm asking if you did. There was that moment where we were all sort of standing and Holly was just straddling him in that public place. Did you give an earful?
Yeah,
I want to know the juicy gossip of what you both talked about while you were both alone.
Oh, what did we talk about? The weather, the sky, the stars. He also mentioned that I was very glowing.
He beats me to it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Talk about the whole shebang where, he loves women so much, but he's committed so he can, but he wants to, but he can't.
I wonder how they would feel here about him.
He's the top tier of what kind of species of women that he likes. He would like to go out for a drink, but I told him no. I said we could go out for lunch if you want to.
Wait, you're his type, he said?
Apparently. He said I was one of his top species, even though he didn't know what my species was.
It reminds me of... Let's see.
Really now? Well, I suppose he is some part Dwarven, so he's a bit of an introvert in that case.
Molly's aware of someone that was... He's up here, but his head is down here.
All I was going to say was, it reminded me of...
It might be a little high. Well, actually, considering how tall he is, you might be right.
Yeah, he's like a little shorter than me. Around here, somewhere.
That's what he's thinking, is what...
Yes.
Well, he seems to be having it on a good enough leash if he's going to be mentioning that he's committed. But, I don't know. I think if that is his truest desire, I don't see why he doesn't just break things with Eka.
Oh no, he had a whole rant about, she's my friend, I don't want her to be lonely.
You feel like giving me a hand cooking?
And I thought that was kind of weird to say, like, wouldn't you be with someone because you love and adore them? Like, oh yes, I do love her, but I don't want her to be lonely. And she told me she was lonely when we were just friends. I don't know, that's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird.
Full of stew, just need you to
Especially
stir
referring
it
to a partner as a friend.
What he says was, she said she was lonely. I asked him how did he know she was lonely, and he said it's because they were best friends.
I see.
And that's why they got together, because she was lonely.
Sounds a bit like guilt rather than affection.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he floated his boat. He's a grown man, I assume.
I'll ask again. There was someone taken a few days ago, but...
Just out of curiosity, if he wasn't, would you shoot your shot?
What?
As in, like, would he be your type? Since he said you're his type, I want to know if he would be your type.
Everyone who doesn't know much of flirtation, I do think it's kind of suspicious that when suddenly he knows it's my species, he suddenly, oh yes, you're my top tier type. So I don't quite believe it. Besides, I think he goes too big for the size of his wingspan. So,
You think that's why he can't fly or doesn't want to?
I know, I think he's scared.
Yes, indeed. But regard,
Yes, he has
I
some
don't.
little traumatized moments of life that appear to be that one day he flew too high to the sun and then fell far down, and now he's scared of flying ever again.
I do have to say,
As well as it seems like he's been underground.
despite all this, I suppose, indirect bad talking, I do enjoy him very much.
Yeah, just trying to get some food.
You seem to have a kind soul. In there somewhere. You just need to really get in there, like past all the flirtation, past all the weird stuff and ego and all the buttering up yourself, because like his list of professions get longer every time.
Really, I like that about him, though. It's the reason I.
You seem to get more and more professions.
It's the reason why I like the little Lord Elisha.
Do you know of anything that has been told to them?
I see. Yeah, I guess it's fun to bully.
Maybe a bit, but I just enjoy, I suppose, someone seeing some self-worth, even if it is a bit stretched.
Maybe a tad too much self-confident, but I see what you get.
I simply said ship, not flying magical airship.
But I'm at least glad he seems to have talked with someone. I just don't see him much around people.
Under the impression that I'm a cultural researcher, I intend to maintain the charade.
Like at all. You just seem like a very flirtatious guy who would go at any women.
I'm just trying to keep a distance, given
I don't know, I hardly see him with people, so perhaps I'm just seeing the parts of him while he's alone. And everyone just sees him when he's with people.
Perhaps. Only have a few times alone time with him. Ultimately just bullying and him throwing compliments and, you know, the whole... Oh, you're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful, but I'm taken, so I can't. But I want to, but I can't. I'm a dedicated man. I'm loyal.
I haven't had the chance to try it.
Perhaps those words would mean a bit more if he was without a partner.
Probably.
Probably.
Right now it seems like it's not, it doesn't weigh much. It doesn't seem much worthy of anything when he is actively going around very much flirting with every female being around.
Are we talking about Leto?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with him right now.
What was that all about anyway?
I can't specifically say it's personal business, but the gist of it is that there was something that was personal to Eka that she would have really liked to know about that he withheld information about from her.
Right.
I see.
When he really shouldn't have.
Oh, hey.
I got a cup of flour. That is how much 5 silver got me. Is that enough?
That works.
5 silver for a cup of flour?
Here I thought he I thought he meant a cup of flowers.
What the hell?
A lot of money.
Okay. They did try to rip you off.
I think they upsold you because of what you look like.
I suspected this when I left, but Sid told me if they charged too much, I should go grab him.
And you didn't come grab him?
Perhaps that should have been the first step.
I didn't think you would need more than 5 silver for the cup.
Hi, Snow.
Hello.
Hi.
Everything going alright here?
Everything's comfy.
We scouted out the rock formations around. The front two can be climbed on easily, as well as the furthest back one. The rest you would need to be able to fly to get on.
We should totally put Leto on that one. I vouch for that. Put Leto on the one that needs to be climbed. Not because he wouldn't fly, but that he would need to climb it if we put him there. And I think that'd be really funny.
I agree.
Okay, I'm glad we've agreed to that.
I also agree. Yeah,
Okay, yes, let's push for it.
Attacks from above.
Sorry, I don't think I'm actually making it.
An executive majority decision.
Jeff likes for carrots.
You are so mean.
Jay, yep, Cinder.
Yes, I can be
But it
mean
would be funny.
sometimes.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
It would be kind of funny.
What you making?
Just sorting out some stew for everybody.
Dang it, I missed my chance.
It's got boar in it, which is really good raw, but I haven't had it cooked yet.
Well, you'll find out.
I will just wait for the next opportunity.
Why'd you miss your chance so far?
Just a little bit of a opportunity. Very light one. It's nothing bad. I promise you that.
I wasn't asking for once, but yeah.
Not really of a jokester, an opportunist.
Right. Opportunist with flavor.
What's the best parts?
There's so many
Flavor,
different
you
types
said?
here, I'm just trying to make sure it's safe for everybody.
Would you like a taste?
Yeah, I'm good.
Very well. You're very welcome.
Anyway.
Alright, let's grab some bowls.
I'm gonna go for a walk and look around. I haven't had a proper look yet.
Balls are nice.
Yeah, you like bowls, lamb?
Whenever you mush up the meat and stuff, you make them into balls.
No, bowls.
Bowls. What you eat soup at.
Yes, those are also nice.
Glad to know about your love of balls, lamb. Really nice to know.
What happened?
Are you quite alright?
We just spoke to the believe he was the guardsman, the guy with the antlers. He thought you were a stripper.
Oh yes, I offered to dance for him.
And then he found out your name, and then he went, I lost all attraction just to that name, and he walked away.
I really had.
You'll get him next time.
I really had to sell myself as all. It's now my cover.
The fact that I need to point out the fact that he found out your name and then immediately went, I don't like him anymore, and walked away like.
Lots of. You know what though? When I offered that, the butterfly right behind him was blushing like a madman. I think she would be interested.
I mean, go ahead, go nuts. I guess I'm not gonna stop you. But that was just so crazy. Cause what the fuck?
I would just have to simply sell.
They were just weird. Now I know this town is full of freaks.
What?
Yeah.
It's just a simple pleasure. There would be no touching involved, just a dance.
No. I mean, we're not saying that it's because of you, it's just the people in the town.
Have you never been to a brothel before?
Oh
Oh my goodness, you're missing out.
To make something else, right?
Yeah.
I suppose.
This is not what we are talking about now.
Lamb really likes mushing balls.
Then, with that.
Alright, you lot, dish up yourselves.
Thank you.
Let's see how Odie and Ethan are. Pretty certain. You want to talk with them?
No comment. Yes.
Excuse me.
Oh, bye, Chloe.
Never mind, actually. Someone's with her.
Oh, you're just making sure she's not alone?
Yes.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the people that we don't want to leave, alone.
She's too sweet for her own good.
I can tell, yeah.
Alright, where are the balls?
Just by the fire.
Okay.
If I stuck my hand into the soup, would that count as seafood?
That would contaminate it.
I'm not going to. I just had like this
Where
realization, but that counts.
Where has your hands been?
Do you want
I
a bowl?
tested the water you are in. You don't taste good.
Wait, what? You tasted his water?
What?
Why did you drink my water?
I tried to see the water
Said,
was
why are you
drinkable over
having
there, and he was
seaside
right
bath
next to
water?
She said it, nobody.
Okay.
I was thinking of saying it.
Now the next question. What did he taste like?
Not good.
No. Description. I need a description.
Was it salty or was it not?
Oh.
It would probably be salty because all the water surrounding my body at all times is salt water.
Well, yeah, Oceana,
Yeah.
Well, you haven't been in an ocean in a while, have you?
My bracers convert the air around me into salt water.
Have you not tried any of
Oh, okay.
Kalypsia or any other place we go?
Also, I
I've had the
can
food on
contaminate
Kalypsia in different
fresh water
places,
into
but I
salt
haven't
water.
had this before.
Huh.
I heard that you.
We should not have you jump into
It's
any
a
sort of
spell.
water supply.
Average, maybe slightly above average
It
quality.
has to be channeled, do not worry.
I think for this type
the
of
balls
meat,
tasty.
usually we just...
Excuse me for
Though if I remained in there with these on for long enough, I would probably still...
excuse me for a second.
Suppose there are no cows either.
It's the only thing that could make
Snow, are you okay? Snow, would you please look at me? I've been worried about you this entire time. I don't mean to guilt trip you, I'm just trying to be candid. I saw you run like a bat out of hell, and you are far from a bat, after all. Were you not talking with Chloe a moment ago? Did she say something to upset you?
No, it's nothing. Just...
I see. That is good then. But then...
I know how you feel about it, so just keep your distance. I know that it's just a...
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was told about your, how you and Akane were in the Shimmering Nothing. Alone together and did something. I didn't... I'll keep my distance. Just...
What do you mean? They're just because we've had those sort of nightly routines doesn't mean that I want to stay away from you.
Apologies, but I'd rather not be led on by somebody if they are ready for wanting another.
Have I been mistaken? I thought I was rather candid.
I thought you were too, but I...
No, that is not what I meant.
Huh? Now I'm confused.
It is just... There's a bit of a sensitive subject that I don't wish to have prying ears here, that you do have the information too, if you catch my drift.
Kind of. Taku and Leto and Aelfay spoke about how you and Akane are rather close. So... It's nothing. It's probably best you keep your distance right now anyways.
Why is that? I mean, I want to then ask you something then. And it's perhaps not an easy answer if... Again, I was trying to be very candid about my intentions with you. I do state that pursuing you, I was trying to say I'd rather keep things rather simplistic. And the latter complicates things, so... Not in ways that you would expect, but with my condition. Let's see, where do I even begin? Do you favor me? Oh.
I wish I had not. I can't deny it anymore. But I can't. I can't. I need to keep away from you right now.
Do you detest what I do that much? Do you...
I suppose, but you're not mine, and when... I need to keep my distance from you right now. I'm so sorry. Just make sure Chloe doesn't get harmed right now.
And what of you?
I just need to keep my distance away from a lot of people right now.
I'm sorry, but I do at least genuinely care about you very much. But if it is inevitably to be one-sided, that is okay.
No, it's not that.
It's fine. I understand that if this had ruined anything, I will not hold it against you.
No, I'm just... It's not going away. I can't stop hearing it.
What are you talking about?
I keep hearing it, and I can't... In my head, I have to keep away from Chloe and everyone. I can't hurt any of you all again.
What if something drowns it out?
No. I have to just keep my distance.
Just drown it out. I know I'm doing something very mean. But if it helps in the end of that, just think about only this focal point area. The rest of the world doesn't exist. Just now. It's all that exists.
Thank you.
You were there for me. If this is the least I can do, then I'm glad. Even if this ends up being the last thing I do for you.
Honestly, I'm confused about how to feel about you. It's clear you have... You're... I don't know. You're unpredictable.
Yes. That is because, not of who I am, but because of my condition. I don't know how much time I have left. If something were to happen to me, and you did indeed pursue me, I would end up just leaving you in heartbreak. I'm aware of that. It's partially why I never let myself get too close. But in doing so, I've hurt you. And I'm sorry. But for as long as I have this on me, this affliction, I don't want to drag anyone down. Knowing that, perhaps, if I'm gone, you can carry on without me.
promised you I'd find a way to help you.
Yeah? Okay, I'll eat later. I know.
Still will.
I know, Snow. I'm preparing for every case scenario. If it ends up failing, not perhaps on your part, but perhaps an external force. Let's say you were just casting whatever would cure my ail, but you were struck in the midst of it, and you're the only one who knew it. That is something out of your control. That is what I mean. What I want to ask you now is, knowing that, if I were to be serious about you, would you still want it?
I think I would, but to keep my distance from you, I can't have these feelings. I'm going to destroy everything.
You're going through all this effort for one such as myself. Why can't I go through the same? You don't get to just worry about people so much, and they don't get to worry about you.
Just as you fear about losing yourself, I fear I'm losing myself as well.
I understand that all too well. If there is perhaps something to aid you, it is perhaps out there somewhere. We just have to look. Just hold on tight for all of us.
Then same goes to you.
I don't plan on dying, that is for sure.
Please, for the sake of yourself then, keep your distance. His voice is nagging in my ear, and I can't stop it.
Right now, we're in a very precarious place. Having you run rampant could spell your death.
But killing you would be far worse.
Snow?
Stop talking. Stop talking. Sir, you need to get back. Please, please, please.
No.
don't want to hurt you. Please, I'm trying. Jasper! Please.
If I let you go now, something worse could happen. Trust me, please. This is for the best.
Don't want to hurt anyone. Why do you make me choose?
I am, in fact, choosing for you.
Don't. No, don't choose. Don't choose. Please stop it. Stop it. No, don't do anything, please. Elbows you. I'm sorry. You have to keep it where you have to.
No. Was anyone here flying? Where did she go? I gotta inform those.
But yes, working in pairs is generally best because then one can...
If you're hungry,
What?
What you would prefer? If you're hungry, stew is on the fire.
Yeah, I gotta know. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
To be honest with you, I might be
still feel all of that. It's really weird. Yeah.
Holly?
You have a good night.
Could you search for Snow for me?
I'll be in the blue tent if you need me.
Got it. Have a good
What?
night.
We're just spreading the word around.
I will. Go keep an eye on Ethan though. I know he's probably
Hero
not
will
going to talk, but just keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
They're worried that he may
She ran off.
Good night.
Finch, listen to me very carefully. Look for Snow right now.
Understood. I can't. Do you want me to fly? Is it that important? Fuck these people then.
Is everything okay?
Just trying to locate her.
Okay. Has anyone seen Jay?
No.
I believe she may have walked off somewhere.
Who are you trying to look for?
Snow.
Snow. Okay. I can... do you know if, whereabouts anyone hasn't checked? I can try to look.
I sent 2 people, so I'm pretty sure it'll be alright.
Okay.
And she...
I'm going to go look for Jay.
Okay.
If I see Snow, I'll direct her your way.
Yeah, same. I want to get up anyways, so I'll keep an eye out.
Had a fun walk.
Found a very delightful little place.
I see.
Some benches and trees. It's very nice.
What?
What are you looking for?
If any of them that would return is all. I don't know what to do. If we gather too many people, it'll cause a ruckus. Right, and the walk was lovely. You see anything of interest?
Not quite.
Shame. This is quite a lovely place, that is for sure.
see you here, but your mind is like over here somewhere. What's going on?
I'm sorry, would you rather me just concentrate on you fully?
No, I just see. No. It just seems like you're somewhere far ahead of yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there somewhere you need to be?
No, there is no place I could be, truthfully.
Well.
Besides, I think someone needs to be watch of the camp. I don't know if our informant will be here at some point. It might be the most obvious place. Asato! Dang it, he didn't hear me. That little rascal, what do you have those ears for?
There would be big ears but can't hear very far.
Though I guess I shouldn't be talking. What are yours ears, actually? They're behind all that hair.
Yeah, all the hair is in there somewhere. Probably impossible to see right now. It's easier to see when I have my hair up.
I would love to see you with a different hairstyle, that is for sure. Pretty sure you'd rock anything.
I had a different hairstyle. I had my hair up when you came rescue me.
Really now? I could have sworn it was the same.
No, I had it up.
You mind showing it to refresh my memory?
Maybe another time.
Dang it. I do think I vaguely remember it. She's returned. No good? I see. A shame. Where did she go? That is what I was wondering. That is why I sent you. She flew off and I couldn't chase after her at that point. But I sent Finch after her as well. So I believe he'll be a bit more diehard about it. Excuse me, if you don't mind me. Are you quite alright, Ahmed? You're running around with like a headless cockroach.
Simply just looking for someone.
I see.
Like everyone is looking for something.
Wait. Oh, that's Holly. I thought it was someone else again. Have you had anything to eat? I believe there's some pork over here.
Oh yeah, I had some.
Ah, I see.
As I got various snack for Sophie and Sprout, mainly. But
it's a bit uncanny to know that Sprout eats meat.
Does she?
She ate a squirrel not too long ago.
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Her mouth was covered in blood and everything.
Ah. I've just been feeding her berries and nuts.
Has she been appreciated for that?
It seems like it, yes. I get very excited when I tell her I got a new snack for her.
Huh. I see.
The giant rock is making me so nervous.
Oh, you think it's going to tip over?
It looks like it's about to.
It might but just be me, but it kind of looks like a frog.
I think it looks more like a dog.
I could see the dog, but I mean, if you look at the very peak of it, it looks like an eye, and the one, and there's another rock sticking out just to the right of it that also looks kind of like an eye. And if you see the very bottom, it kind of looks like a mouth going straight across.
That's the most peculiar frog I ever saw.
Yeah, not the most perfect frog, Cassandra. It's like it's a very crude frog, but can you see it? What I mean?
I'm really trying. Trust me, I'm really trying. I kind of see it.
Okay.
In a way.
What about this one? Let's look at this thing. It's a little dark, so we're going to make something of it.
Oh, it looks like the elephant.
An elephant?
The top you remember. Yeah, you see, you got the head part and the snout going down. The top part is the ear.
Which top part? Like the middest top part?
Yeah, the mid one. And there's like 3 bumps, and the mid one is the ear, and then the further one out is the head with like the trunk.
I think I could see it. I just see another happy frog, or some sort of dog breathing fire. No, isn't that them over there? Right to there.
That is Holly.
You said Mitt. Yes, Sprout, I know what I'm fucking talking about. No luck again. Oi. Hello?
Tired, my darling.
Well,
from all the flying, it's so rough.
Well, you are now the accommodated footstool.
Well, aren't I lucky?
Whoa.
What?
I mean, if I could definitely there's so many options I could say right now. I just overloaded.
Okay, well, keep it to yourself.
It was just too many options. Holly, when you see that rock over there, that rock formation, do you see a dog or a frog? I see a frog. She sees a dog. What do you see? You see a dog. Okay. Dang it. Okay. 1 point to you. For this one right here. She sees an elephant. Meanwhile, I see a dog breathing fire. No, I see a dog breathing fire.
No, you said a frog first.
Okay, but I now see more of a dog breathing fire.
How do you see a dog breathing fire?
The part that sticks out to the right is like the fire part, and everything else around it is kind of like a curved mouth.
I do not see it. I'm stuck on elephant because I can only see like the head and the trunk.
She sees the dog breathing fire.
No.
Yes, in your face.
Well, it's 1-on-1.
We'll have to find another rock. I can't see any from here. Actually, there's none.
I can only see all the way up there, but I can't see what it's a rock. I don't know.
I would say one of these rocks, but what? Huh? You're still being a sore loser.
I am. No, I'm not being a sore loser. I'm just telling you what I'm
Someone
seeing.
sounds like they're crying.
You are the one who keeps seeing frogs everywhere.
No,
It's your obsession with
I
frogs.
changed that to seeing as a dog breathing
You
fire.
changed it, but first
Yes,
you said
but
it was
because
a
my
frog.
viewpoint changed.
your view.
Yes.
That still doesn't change the fact that you saw frogs.
It's like you see something
times.
and then get a better look at it, and then you start seeing it in a new light.
I don't want to be here anymore, Jasper.
I have no idea. That
The
one!
man with the antlers is really
Elfe,
weird.
when you see that rock, do you see a frog or a dog?
I see a rock.
Okay, but if you were to sort of make a face around it.
What's a capybara?
Don't worry about it. Did you guys know there was a tavern in town this whole time?
Silence, Cassandra.
Anyways, there's a dude with antlers. He's homeless, but says he's a guard. He's really weird, and he moaned when I pulled on his antlers because he said we could check if they were real.
Oh.
He's really weird.
I'm now interested.
He also has 2 sets of ears. He has like deer ears and elf ears.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I think somewhere along the line in his family history, an elf fucked an animal.
Wait, no, that could just simply be a beastkin.
Yeah, but all beasts can just kind of start out as animals that like.
By
wake up one day
generation.
and-
Wait, no, you're right. Actually, I forgot that.
Call evolution.
Isn't that a myth? I'm
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that even if that was, I'm
Either
pretty.
way, he's really weird. He's really weird. Where did everyone else go?
I don't know. They kind of ran off.
Oh, there's
Everywhere.
Jay. Okay.
It's very rude to just pull someone's horns.
Yes, very rude.
And no, Holly, no.
No, I'm not going to exude this bad behavior. Bad.
You can't just pull a woman's horn like that. I'm not pulling your horns either.
I'm pretty sure she'd let you. Oh, yep. Now you've done it.
No, I'm not gonna because then I'll accidentally pull your mask off, and I know you don't want that. Yeah, I'm considerate. So don't touch.
Oh, you were so close.
Yeah, oh, I. There. Hey, darling.
Okay, we're remaining respectful. You're so close to your prize.
See, when we get each other. The unspoken rule. No.
No, she's simply
No.
just going to pet you. She's not going to grab it.
Okay, because it looked like you were going directly.
Well, yeah,
for them.
that's where your hair and your head is. She's going to feel them
Yes.
at least.
Just be careful. They're very sensitive.
Oh? Go on.
Character, she is only petting your horn.
Yeah, I can see it in the mirror, you little devil. It's very sensitive. Okay, you had enough. You touched them. You already did it. No. Okay. I forgive you for now. But don't do it again.
See, you just got to be a little more, just
No.
just a single finger, just a ow,
No.
just a single, ow,
No.
single, ow.
No. I give you my hand. That's what you get. You can get my hand. Oh, I'm your sweetheart. Everyone's just running around.
Perhaps something happened. Who knows? My goodness. It's like appearing out of corridors. Have you eaten anything, Holly? I believe there's pork stew on the fire. That means food for you to eat.
Do you want some? Maybe.
I can't move.
Now it seems like you're stuck.
Yes, how horrible.
And what are you to do?
Maybe I can get one of them to bring me a bowl.
How that they can hear you?
If
It
I
doesn't seem like anyone
yell.
averted so far.
Can one of you pour me a bowl?
They're right next to the stew.
I know. I'm stuck.
Just pick her up.
You know, just pick her up.
Lift with your legs and then use your other hand to bit the stew.
Please.
Oh, now they're just ignoring you. Want me to get the bowl?
Well, then you'd have to get up. Actually, that's a perfect idea.
I am right next to the thing. You might as well have asked. Oh dear. You're horrible. Hot. Here you go, Ali, darling. It's hot. I'm going for music again. Careful not to burn yourself.
Would you like another? Hold on. Cassandra, you shouldn't miss out on this. Just like on our date.
Sure. Mm.
Oh.
We sure have some as well.
I want to be a tough nut to crack. Oh. Fine. That was very forceful.
Fish.
Wow. Fish.
Fish.
I just caught this out of the river. You want it?
No thank you. I don't think I know what to do with it.
You eat it.
Well, yes, I'm...
Hopefully the raw.
I'm...
Hey, you just like here. You just like.
Mm-hmm.
There's some more if you want.
Do any of you want to try?
I'm good.
What about you? Can you
I already
eat?
gave her some.
Oh. Did you do the same thing? Good to know.
Come on.
When I was in
One
Philosopher,
time back in one of the other, one time back in one of the other cities, Gideon remarked on how much I could swallow, like how big the fish were. But I don't know. I've just always been able to do that. What?
Oh, just like Toffee, he's also very good at swallowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
She swallowed Miyamoto's candy balls.
Yeah, am I not?
Do you
What
need to
kind
be?
of nuts?
Do you need to be so loud?
Sorry, fish just make noise when they go down your throat. You know, like
The fish,
kind of
or
a big fish.
The fish doesn't mean it's still alive. You didn't kill it before eating it?
Oh, they're still flopping around. They're
you can
not dead yet.
just smack it against something and they'll die.
That's weird. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, just like it's just like a club. Hit the head against the solid wood, and they should stop flopping.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's not a good feeling when it goes down your throat.
I don't know. I like it.
Oh,
It's still
Alternatively, you
flopping.
can just push its spine in through its back.
push what?
Push its spine.
Through its back?
Yeah, you push in its back to break its spine. That way it doesn't have to suffer.
Oh.
Oh, there's Lamb. Hey, Lamb. I caught some fish in the river. You want some?
What? That's odd. Her weapon's out and her eyes are glowing.
It's more. The axe is kind of big and tends to hit people if she's walking past.
That doesn't explain why she has it out and her eyes are glowing. Finch, were you successful?
No, she's being very stubborn. The most I was able to relent was that she was fine with Chloe staying near her for the night, to make sure that nothing goes wrong.
Snow?
I see.
Yes, either way, she refuses to come back and does not wish to be around people right now.
I see.
Did something happen?
Where is she?
In the hills right now, inaccessible to most.
Great.
Nothing
And sad.
of great to happen, correct?
No. She's making sure to keep her distance so that nothing does happen, but like I said, I asked Chloe to keep an eye out on her, since if there's anyone who can knock her out quickly, if you know who comes out, it's Chloe.
That is...
So it sounds like you know a bit more then?
I would like to know.
She...
Is it our place to really say, Jasper?
Why are you referring to me?
She had
Oh no, I meant...
You probably know more than I do.
Okay. Okay. Well, said visitor decided to let us call them Frost. We don't...
I'm not going to be
We don't know the
responsible.
exact origin of said visitor yet. But from what we deduced, the last time they came out was when mind magic was applied, so maybe it has something to do with that.
And what about...
And supposedly it's telling her to collect, to collect souls. Which is why she wants to keep her distance, because she doesn't want to do anything to us.
Just play dumb.
Either way, I want to figure
Just play dumb.
something out to help her,
One thought I had was Asia.
Apasia might have been the most non-lethal way.
She did actually say while she was in town earlier, the voices got quieter when she was around it.
Which means we should probably look into a bottle or something to at least disrupt
Might
it.
help.
Are you able to get the stew?
Yes, actually. Thankfully to Cassandra.
I think you should take my advice and just look at her and grab the stew yourself. It's not hard.
It is quite hard sometimes.
At least it doesn't weigh too
Point,
much.
I don't really know much to do.
That would be the point.
That front?
What would be the point?
Or just in general?
She chose me.
I act like I have it all together, but really I'm
yeah.
just a kid for my race. So.
If you need to talk, don't be afraid to pull me aside.
Okay.
I am a disciple of Idris, and as that, it is my responsibility to help those who are struggling with their path to fortune.
Maybe help.
Enjoying the bells.
Ahmed, have you ever encountered anything like this before?
I did not hear the full story, so I am unaware.
Essentially, the easiest way to describe it is another being taking control of someone else's body.
I haven't experienced it in the first person. I've heard plenty of tales. Never heard how to fix it, either.
There has to be a way. Right now, I guess our biggest lead's Opatia. Getting a sample of it, I guess, to see if it works. Reduce the... How did she put it? Thoughts? Are you okay? Yes, you. From what she told me, I heard you might have gotten slapped or something.
A what?
She might have been talking about before. I thought she had hit you when you two were over there and she ran off.
She was simply talking how there was, as you said, that might have happened, or she feels like it is emerging. I simply tried to keep her within this focal point to ensure that she didn't fly off.
Nix pointed again at the local alchemist, so we're not allowed down at night, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my fucking god! Leave it to Nix. It's always him.
It's going to kill him.
It's always him.
He didn't shoot. You know,
Did they say we're not allowed in town at all, or just at night?
I think as groups at night. I'll double check.
Who the fuck still defends him?
Yeah, I'm gonna double check. I'll be
No
back.
one does.
Oh my god, this immature, irresponsible imbecile.
Yes, it's actually quite annoying. That alchemist was very nice to me, which is shocking considering how rude everyone else has been to me.
Maybe there's a story.
We need Opatia from the...
There is indeed a story, perhaps, but like, why would he cause trouble twice in a row within the same day? He should at least have that consideration that, oh, we're all here because of him, and now...
Oh, you should tell him about yesterday.
Oh my god.
Yesterday.
Did you hear?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't need to explain it. That all happened because of him, and he rallied a bunch of people to the cause.
It was fun to kill those slavers, though.
Okay, but now we're in a worse situation because of it.
I still don't really regret it personally.
Then, congratulations. You have your good morals, and you stand mad at the top of irresponsibility because we're here now. Because.
I'm not very threatened by this place.
It's not a threat. It is the consideration of others around you, and you lack it.
Alright, I have clarified. No one is allowed inside the city at night. Period. From our group.
Okay.
That is less troubling, I suppose.
At least it's only at night, I guess. That makes...
Essentially, until the shops close, we're fine. And then we're screwed. But hey, you know, he didn't kill the alchemist. That's something, right?
Shouldn't even have to be an option.
Well, the guard said something about family, so I'm guessing it had something to do with fable or myth.
Probably Fable. Fable has been starting arguments about healing magic inside the city.
You know,
What? Why?
So did someone start a fight then?
Meeks pointed his can at the local alchemist.
The usual suspects.
Why do we keep him around if he continues causes us trouble?
Anyway, message delivered. Enjoy the store or whatever.
I will say I am surprised at how easy they got themselves into trouble. They have actively been antagonizing me the whole time I've been there, and I still haven't caused any trouble. They must have really thin skin or something.
You know, for a pirate, he sure has a very small temper. You'd think that he would... You think that he would have at least, like, some degree of, like, experience when it comes to this. But he's a loose cannon. No pun intended.
He also brags about the fact that he's a pirate more times than not. And then, whenever we have a debate, he says, "Believe it or not, I used to be a captain." As if he didn't tell us this 5 times in the past night.
It's honestly hard to believe that he's a captain.
At least twice today.
It is clear that he isn't anymore.
Probably for good reason. He probably got all his men killed.
Good reason.
Poor their souls. Damned to a fool.
It's just one thing after another. Why can't we just have one day? One day where everything just goes nice. One day without them causing trouble
I
or
think
just...
you already have your answer.
Yes.
And I wish it wasn't the answer.
Someone's got to
It
make...
cannot be the answer. We make a coup.
That's what it's starting to sound like.
Right?
I did not know that you knew that word.
I've been reading stories with Mia.
What kind of stories has she been showing you?
She told me one about a frog that was actually a person. But then they
More
kissed and that was
frogs!
really gross.
Aren't you just delighted?
And then she told me
Are they
one about a
royalty?
siege.
Hopefully it'll calm me down.
I don't know. I was very focused on the
There
frog.
was a frog in the town.
And I was no
You
longer
think this
interested
frog
when they
would
were not a
change for
frog
that?
anymore. A lot of
Fair
them are
enough.
about kingdoms. But I like the ones that talk about flowers. I didn't know there were so many.
Probably... You probably like the more fantastical stories then.
There was one that ate people.
Oh.
The book? The story?
The flower.
Oh.
That's probably
And
for...
there's also one that eat bugs.
That's probably referred to as a fly trap.
Oh, I know the... Yeah,
I want one.
I know the flower that eats bugs. I didn't know there was one that ate
Yes,
people.
it's very gross and kind of slimy.
Is it just not a bigger fly trap?
No, it's like a bucket. And you put things in there, and it's so deep that you can't get out. And
Oh.
eventually you drown in the thing it makes.
Pitcher plant.
Oh.
Yes.
But in this case, I assume it would be a... Not
A
really
very
much of-
large pitcher plant.
Sounds more like a chasm plant.
That sounds like an awful way to die.
Yeah, it does. We decided who's taking what watch, by the way.
Oddie is taking first watch at the most I know. I was planning on waiting for everyone to start gathering around the camp to actually discuss about exacts.
Well, there's a few coming back there. I don't believe Snore
Chloe's gonna be coming back because they're in the hills trying to stay away. That might be good for at least some folks. Maybe someone else who can fly and actually see at night to check on them or climb as well.
You can fly.
Indeed. But I can't see at night.
Ah.
And if he does, he will be a bright target in the sky for any archer.
Yeah. So, might have to leave that to you, Holly.
If you don't mind.
Suppose she's gung-ho.
If I get a night vision potion, I can at least help with the watches, so I don't mind whichever watch I take. And there's a bird.
I am also free to help with the watch.
You want to take a watch together then, Seaside?
Sure.
Sounds good to me then.
Maybe it would be good for you both to join Odie for first watch then.
That sounds good.
I'd be willing to take third.
Third watch, okay.
How many routines are there?
Me too.
3.
Ah.
Usually
First,
3. Yeah.
second, third.
Has the second position been taken?
No.
I shall assist in that then. So we don't have to worry.
Understood. And if Spell's going to be joining me, then we have to with him there.
Might be good to ask Seth if he can join you for second then.
Very well.
I think I saw him all over there. That way, so what did you see? Either way, I guess it's mostly just from there discussing what we discovered today. We know Etherbane's holed up in a fort, that we're going to be having a guide take us out there. I will say...
From there? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, Asato already talked to them about getting a hunter to guide us. And supposedly they were entirely fine with it because they don't like Etherbane either. They might not like magic, but they don't like war either. So because Asato mentioned that we were dealing with Etherbane, they said they'd help us.
So it's fine if we wield it.
Yes.
That's a slippery slope of an answer.
It's gonna be rough. You might want to make sure you have mundane equipment just in case.
Pretty sure all of us are somewhat armed.
Though if it's just one hunter and a lot of Etherbane, I don't think their complaints can go really so far if we end up having to wield our magic against Etherbane, so, you know.
Is this perhaps where our chosen target is?
Well, signs point towards it, towards the south. We have found a trail.
Yes.
I see.
We know it to be south, but because it is quite the distance, that's why they said that they would provide a guide.
So, our target is not in the city, but within Etherbane custody?
Yes.
That makes things a lot more simpler.
That's our current suspicion.
We also know that the person that we are looking for is in Etherbane's custody currently.
Okay, thank you for answering that question.
Yes.
That's me.
From what we heard,
Okay.
the informant is either a dragonkin or a demonkin. The person who saw them could not tell. They had horns and a tail. Sorry. That's just what they said. I mean,
I'm taken.
what color was their skin? Because demons have blue or red skin. I did not get the answer to that, sadly. They were explaining it quickly while we were all in a group, and then some of the guards from the town started looking over, so we had to disperse.
The other warning that we've been given was the fact that the general of Etherbane was also here.
Yes.
Oh, that is
Like
troubling.
in town or at the fort?
At the fort.
Okay.
A warning, I will say. I have not confirmed it, but due to past experiences, it is not out of the realm of possibility that that hunter guide that they give us is actually a Etherbane member. So when they are guiding us, make sure they are either in front of us or we always have eyes on them.
I can accompany them if need be. I also do
Well,
not
we
use
are-
magic when attacking, so
We are all going to be accompanying them. They're taking us over
I
to
mean,
the fort.
specifically staying near them at all times.
That could work. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Don't think so. So for now, it's just rest and try to recover whatever strength we can.
Is
When we go tomorrow.
does Etherbane see their soldiers as expendable? I don't
Yes.
quite. Okay.
They too, so much so.
From the two soldiers,
Their
I've
soldiers seem
spoken
excited to die.
more closely, yes, they are, for a better or worse term, indoctrinated. To a fault.
I was going to offer strategic value, but after that, it sort of shuts it down.
Some were more indoctrinated than others. That's how I was able to get some information out of one of them, and even ended up having one of them help us to tell us about the whole Mana Storm and the fact they had infiltrated that magic college or guild. But for the better majority of them, they are completely indoctrinated and believe that in fighting and dying for this cause, they will be validated.
Hey, Toffee.
Hello. I'm gonna sit right here. Hello.
Unless you fully
You're sort of not on the seat. You might want to lower yourself.
incapacitate them,
Oh, okay.
tie their
Right here.
limbs up, they will
The Raven
most
is
likely
howling.
get back up. The Raven. And I don't have to really say how they fight.
Oh.
We've all seen that. They use whatever they have.
They are quite cowardly. One of them is
Alright,
charging at
See? Probably.
I see.
I will
I see. I
say
see.
this as a
You're not
warning
crazy.
for everyone as well.
Actually,
The fort that they currently hold up in uses Opatia in its building. While it hadn't been inhabited for a while, there is a high chance that if Etherbane has been in there for any series or span of time, they have refurbished it. Renovated it.
That's it.
And we should be
Probably
prepared
Go
for
Scout.
You wanna go scout?
combat
Okay.
without magic.
Combat without magic or combat with very strained magic?
Okay.
Take shift.
I think we've all experienced.
Alright, be
Keep
safe.
most safe.
Oh,
As long as you
yeah,
don't
I'm
touch it, it should
safe.
be
I'm
fine,
okay.
but if not,
Mhm.
just be careful. There's not really much
Be
that we
careful
can
out there.
do unless there's a lake or
I'll be
something
here.
there.
I think it's hungry. Should we give it a bowl?
I don't know if we can have a whole bowl, but we can give it a little bit, I guess. Maybe a piece of meat or something from this town.
I give it bread.
Isn't bread bad for birds?
Yes.
I mean, do
Bread is
we
bad for birds.
do we care enough to?
If it explodes, we can eat it.
Why would it explode?
I don't know.
Sourdough expands in the stomach.
Oh, okay. Maybe it'll explode.
Did you give it sourdough?
What is that?
A type of bread.
Oh, okay.
Either way, was there any other questions since we were having a little impromptu meeting, I guess?
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, can you talk to the sky? Is that a thing?
Are you simplifying a religious talk?
I don't know. The sprout said that you could talk to the sky.
I've heard this
I
once
mean,
upon a
you
time.
can talk to it. I don't know if it would particularly talk back all too much, but
Yeah, it hasn't talked back yet to me. Weird. That's
for
weird.
example, my
It can't hear us down here.
Maybe talk.
I mean, you say that, but I used to live essentially up there. Maybe if we ever stop by.
Did you ever try?
Not back then, but maybe if we ever stop by where I'm from, you can try then, okay?
Never.
Yes, I will. I try every
I'm gonna
day.
take your foot with a
I'm
leaf.
worried that it is lonely.
It's probably
Still in the fire.
probably not. It has the wind up there.
Have you tried talking to the sky during a thunderstorm? I'm pretty sure it'll talk back then.
My ears sometimes.
The wind guides us along.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
Oh, what is that?
That is Ethan. That is what he looks like.
What the fuck are you?
What? What are we looking at?
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what that is.
That? Wow!
Guys, you realize that
Hi!
they might just be another traveler, right?
Okay.
These are public
We
campgrounds.
are at a public campsite.
Hello!
Yes. Hi, would you
Hello,
like some
would you
stew?
like some stew?
Yeah.
Wait, is there stew? I'm hungry.
Yeah, there's
There
stew
are
in the
holes
pot.
right there. It's hot. Be careful.
What? Just take it in. Just take whatever you want. Just don't hurt us.
A bowl.
There are bowls on the ground around it. You're free to help yourself.
That's hot.
Feel free to have a bowl.
Hear anything interesting, my one? Or do you get a habit of spying on people?
It seems very loud there.
That means
Just
it's
be
a very
curious
good.
traveler.
I think it seems
Got
louder
such a
than coffee,
rotund
actually.
face.
Eat the
It
bowl.
looks edible.
Oh,
And then
Okay.
I've made that mistake too.
Can I do that too?
is this stuff?
No. No. No.
What?
I think it's a squirrel.
Don't need
Why?
the bowl. We need those.
Oh, okay.
I suggest being very careful
It's a
of
squirrel.
whose tent you go listening around, because that's a fast way to get shot.
Are you done causing trouble?
You can help it with how big its ears are.
Come, sit
Kinda
down.
like-
Come sit
kinda
down and.
Is that all you have to say in your defense? Typical.
I could say a lot fucking more.
Oh my goodness. There it goes. Why not? Why don't you shoot me? Go on, shoot me. Prove my point. Go on. Show me how much you're willing to show your point. Right, because you
Show
don't.
my point without shooting you.
Because you don't have the gods.
Put down your sword, damn it.
I will strike you down if you so much.
You pulled out the sword.
Don't
because
shoot.
you pulled out the gun first.
When the
Can we not just sit down and enjoy some stew?
in this situation because of you,
This
and
seems
you want to
incredibly
escalate it.
needless.
That's all you ever do.
Be friends.
Keep threatening me and see what happens.
I'm merely stating facts that you have done of us.
Anyone. It's okay.
We're here because of you.
What's this do?
I know you've got something to protect.
Stew.
I also have something to protect.
You want
We
help?
are in
Here you go.
Owen! Can we not do this here?
No, we can't, because we're stuck here.
Okay, I can take it. Sorry, I'm very hungry.
No, but if anyone follows me, kill them.
I'm sorry our first interaction had to be this route.
It is not the first.
Good, he's gone.
I expect this from you.
We're better off without him.
You have established certain behaviors. Babe.
Can we all please sit down and just have some stew now?
I don't know. I was sort of pointed a gun at. Is that in the any moment to sit down?
The gun is gone now.
Yes, that is the best part of the day.
You're here for a job, and infighting is not going to make it easier.
A job that was forced upon us and now we're trapped here. Asato, we don't have to be content. We don't have to be content with our situation.
Here you go. Pet right here. Pet my my ears and stuff, and then maybe it's very fluffy.
The only thing I want is consideration before taking such drastic actions. And no one seems... No, I don't think you do.
Unfortunately, Nix is the type to pull out the gun, ask questions later. I've seen this.
That is the problem.
I know.
That is the problem.
The next problem we have any movement of the day.
Most of our problems seem to have been started by him. It's a pattern. You can rely on him to fuck things up. That's all we can rely on him for.
Would you like a seat?
No.
I can move over, Phoebe.
Really, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, now that we have a bunch more people here, should we discover who else will be joining on the watches?
Yes, I need someone accompanied with me. I have the second position. I believe Amit and... thank you. Amit and Sprout have the first one. I don't know who has the third one. Third. Forgive.
First
Ethan,
is...
regardless of watches, I will keep a perimeter as well.
Ethan, would you like to join...
Myself, Seaside and Odie on the first watch.
How long are the watches?
A few hours, if I recall.
I can help.
It would be 3-hour watches each.
Said,
We're too sweet.
Yes.
do you think
Very
you'll
well.
be able to join
Faven was accounted for, by the way.
Sprout and Amit on the third watch?
I bid you farewell. Enjoy the night.
Okay.
9
Good
to
hunting.
midnight. Then to midnight to 3 a.m.
Amit.
Then until 6.
Said's gonna be joining winners. Do you have any
Good.
night vision potions? Masato.
I should.
Don't
I
need
don't
them.
have much. I wouldn't pack
I'll probably only need a couple.
Should be. We also need to start deciding on our next course of action.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Something I noticed while looking around up on the rock there with my soul sight. The portal we entered through is closed. We don't have
Yes.
a way out of here right now.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
I was in a
I
way.
assume that is part of this.
No.
Okay.
I assumed
well,
as much
just
as soon as
letting
Jasper
people-
said we're stuck here.
My
It makes
assumption would
sense.
be they've closed the portal until we find their informant.
Yeah.
Considering where we are as well, I doubt they would want to keep that open.
So,
We also draw suspicion. I doubt the people here would have been as friendly if they had seen us walk out of that portal.
I mean, yeah, but I also think we us in general do draw quite a bit of suspicion just, existing.
Yes, but they did not explicitly, try to fight us under the assumption that we are magic users. If we had walked out of the big magic portal, I don't think they would have taken a second glance.
Yeah. We are going to need to decide on next course of action.
Why you do that?
I know the direction of where
Perhaps
the
I
fort
want to
is going
just stay
be.
a little angry,
The main problem is,
but you
if
did
we
not
try
allow
to
me
go
to
to the
stay
fort,
angry.
we're going to be lost.
Oh.
I've already told Amit this, but since everyone is here now, at least most of
I
us-
already told them.
Oh, okay. So,
well,
consensus.
You can say it again, though.
Yeah, consensus. Do we take the... Well, I mean, I don't think there really is a choice, but might as well give a sound off if you want to. Are we going to take the hunter as a guide with us to the fort?
I don't
Take them, but
see
Would
why
they
not.
guide us?
He would just point us in the right direction, and we could scout ourselves. We're more than capable to.
The problem comes with if that person is somehow related to Aetherbane.
Then it's more of a risk to bring him along.
Exactly.
And if we do have to bring them along, that's how we have Seaside watching over them the entire time.
Yeah. Essentially, the main problem is we are very likely going to be lost if we just go down the south direction and attempt to find the fort on our own. The fort has been abandoned before, Aetherbane set up shop there, so the pathway is not exactly known.
Though it is a
Likely being
fort,
thrown over.
I'm sure it's hard to miss.
Depending on the
There may
vegetation.
be overgrowth on the fort itself. If it has been abandoned for a long time, I doubt they've had enough time to fully remove anything, so it may blend in better.
So the fort is ill prepared,
fort is-
or rather ill defensed.
The fort has been around since the Mage Boom, so it has been around for a very long time. When it comes to how long it's been abandoned, I'm not entirely sure, but natural camouflage is definitely a possibility.
One of my main concern is, given the date at which the fort was built, is it made of acacia or not?
Considering
I've
it
been
was
hearing
made,
it, that it is.
Considering it was made to be a safe haven for people in Alban against mages, yeah, very likely it's
Said
caked
it
in
might be
acacia.
good to grab a sword.
I love my staff is
I do have a question. Do we have a rough
That'll work,
time
then.
frame of when they set up shop in the fort? As they may have had time to set up traps around the encampment.
Unfortunately, no. Also, I'm not sure if this was disseminated to everyone, but a band of armed people did come
Tired?
to the town a few days ago.
Well.
Ones with Guyon going with them. Very
That
likely
was
they
not-
headed towards the fort. So it's even more perilous than we might think. If there is a possibility that Guyon might be dead.
But,
yeah. For now, we'll have to make sure to choose our next destination. Isn't that right?
With this hunter, would we be
What's a
leaving
squirrel? What the fuck?
overnight to travel with them, or what is the
I believe
plan?
that's a chipmunk, actually.
Chipmunk? Okay, chipmunk.
No, I said squirrel and then they nodded. So yeah.
I assumed because they kept storing things in
Oh,
its
that
cheeks.
Never seen
the-
Little poop.
I'm not sure if it's going to be in the night or when the morning comes. I'm mostly just waiting if we are going to be taking that hunter so I can inform the locals within.
I guess the other thing that we should actually take stock of, how are healing potions and other supplies looking?
I brought quite a few with me. I'm likely going to be buying ingredients from the alchemist inside, so I'll be able
I hope
to
you're
get
able
more.
to.
Just be careful, they're buying mana potion ingredients.
It's likely going to mostly be health potion, considering the whole aphasia thing, and the potions might not be needed here. Except for escape at least.
Okay.
Likely the two main potions that are going to be brought, health, and as well as the sleeping potion, considering Meredith.
Yes. So
This also brings up another point towards Meredith.
What's
From
the
what
call on
all
that?
signs are pointing is that we don't kill her. But what we need to do is disable that parasol that she needs.
Is she entirely
Possibly
incapable
breaking up
without
that-
it?
That is what we suspect.
Can she use it even when she's not holding it?
We are uncertain. All signs point to her relying on the parasol.
And do we need to destroy it or just taking her away from it?
I was going to ask how
the
fragile it seemed.
separation.
What worth is it keeping her alive?
Everyone that she has taken a part of their soul, in theory, would die at the same time as her.
I see.
Yes,
That would include the curator, so we need to keep her alive.
We would lose curator along with some of our own. Along with countless others.
You're floating.
Well, depending on who ends up going up against her, we can make a few countermeasures. I know I can attempt to
That
blow
is
away
fine.
the umbrella.
That is
Otherwise, I
why
guess
the
basic.
sleeping potion is also a request in an attempt to incapacitate her.
I've also purchased some aphasia.
That is a good thing. If a fort is made of aphasia, she will also be handicapped by it.
Or will she?
Yes.
Should be. Mana based.
Just by being around it, it's terrible.
But what if she's...
Yes, for us, but
What if she's
She's
collected
one
enough
with the
souls to a
number.
point where the power scale of her will be unaffected?
We don't know if
It dullens the
affects
effect.
her in any way.
We've all been
I
exposed
believe
to
we
it.
should-
It dullens the effect, but that means if she were to lose perhaps a fraction of her own power, it would still overpower ours.
We should run under the assumption that she is unaffected. It would be foolish to do otherwise.
Always prepare
I
for
agree,
the worst
but-
possible scenario.
It dullens the effect when you touch it, correct?
When you
Well,
inhale
when you're
it.
around it, but when you
Near
touch
it.
it, it's a.
Yes, it's more
It's got the
impactful.
magic itself.
The Aetherbane members usually have the pouches of the dust on them, correct?
Yes.
You're myth, right? Where's
If we take some of the dust from some of the earlier Aetherbane members, potentially, while we should have multiple countermeasures ready, it is one option that we can at least try when it comes down to it. Even if it disables her for a few seconds, that could give us the opening that we need to get that umbrella away from her.
Do we know who amongst us is more capable of facing her worst case scenario?
That is a good question. I would imagine-
Considering what she's capable of, I doubt we want to have any one single person do so.
No, it would
Just-
be best if a group of people do.
Those
At least
capable,
2 to 3.
plural.
Curiously, Snow cannot be affected by her abilities.
No, she's hardly a fighter.
I know. But She might be able to
It
do
is
something.
magical.
We could perhaps give her an opening.
Knowledge is magic.
That is true. Then it's those that.
She also mentioned something about us not making eye
Your
contact.
name down in this hat, but I think you're probably one of our better fighters.
Which one were you wishing for me to fight, the General or Meredith?
It's true that was also gonna be the general.
I can go after the general if you need.
There's no reason for us to fight fair.
Indeed.
There is no.
To do so is to gamble with
No,
loss.
it's just following us, and it doesn't seem
There is as well a problem that I actually never realized until now. Because of the Opasia,
Are you laughing?
this is going to very likely be extremely different from a lot of the missions we've been on. Because likely all of them, we have had the luxury of magical healing. We're not going to have that on this one.
They do have health potions in town.
We should
If
also.
it's within budget, we could try investing in fire and stuff
We have
for
health
everyone.
potions, but they
Can you
really
speak?
only work for minor wounds and blood loss.
Is there a possibility that
First
We can
hand.
heal ourselves
is there also perhaps a possibility that they have potions of their own? That might be a good a point to focus on.
Considering
Yes.
they use invisibility,
used-
yeah.
They've used invisibility potions.
Then they might have stock within the fort.
Just tell her everything's good.
I'd rather not hope that they have spare potions and then end up having no extra potions. Versus having a
The General
fight
is going
around
to
for
be there. They're
ourselves.
going to have a large amount of resources know about it. No matter what, we should
But how many
expect
guards will
some,
we
but
have
we
to fight
should not
through
be
to get
reliant
to them?
on it. Exactly. We cannot rely on that.
I
We
know
need
we're
to
talking
rely
in
on
circles, but
ourselves
this
first,
is
and then
still
use
fun to
whatever
talk
we can.
about.
Hmm.
Do we have a rough estimation or even a wild guess of how many guards they have? It may be worth trying to split ourselves into groups of 4 teams.
I don't know how many are at the fort presently, but I can likely ask the locals how many the group that went over there was. So we have a minimum.
I wish we had a map of the fort. Maybe maybe a floor plan. We had
Why are you so far away?
Yes, because we may need to split up into smaller groups depending on
So
how
does-
the
Unintentional?
walls are, or
Yes.
if the
I have an
hallways are.
idea.
That is?
Do spells dissipate with contact with Opasia?
We can find out.
Yeah, it's something we can easily find out. I believe
Because
they
a very
do.
book that I bought.
simple.
I
That would
think
be a good idea.
I
But a
think
very
I'm
simple
catching
idea
on
for
what you're
doing
saying.
Siege.
You want me to blow the
Set
place
how
off?
That is able to cast fireballs.
How large can he make fireballs?
How non-discreet can make a fireball? We are right next to a town.
I'm referencing the Opasia book I bought and trying to figure out if
Usually my fireball has a radius of
with the spell or if it's only on contact.
2 to 3 meters. If I focus well, maybe I can make bigger ones.
And when you feed it more oxygen and wind.
I never tried it as I don't have wind magic. But you do?
Once had
Do you
an
think
entire
you
squad
could
of people,
combine?
fire mages that were set to make fireballs and set siege on one individual building at a time.
Mhm.
I think that if we imitate that to some regard with you and maybe one other,
We're discussing.
Yeah.
we should
It is a
be
good
able to
plan.
figure that out.
If you can't do,
Seesaw.
can't do that.
If you were provided
Depending
with rain,
on
Would you be
the
able to breathe in it briefly?
depending on the
Probably.
durability of the
My
fort,
issues, it would need to be salt water.
Seaside may be able to
So
use his own strength to
it has
take it down to.
a couple
If
different
anything,
uses.
to
It kind of depends on how you
break out
handle it. The most
cut my
common
practice
way
to
to use Opasia at
floor and
base
ceiling.
seems to be like
I'm close to a
Isolate some of the
it will
gods and
negate
possibly
the
matter differently on
caster
from being able to.
If things go well, I might be able to make you clouds.
Honestly, I think that might be the plan. Isolation and
You are
elimination.
turning it into something.
That makes sense, because then it would not dissipate with the basic.
Perhaps so.
Once it's cast, it should persist.
Yes. Though it may not be much use against them. Most of my magic deals with battlefield control, or forcing duels. If we can corner one, I can help trap him.
Even a smaller one may be enough to do the job. I might be not able to move as quickly, but it would help.
That was going to be my question.
Alright, so, according to this book, it will affect the mana being expelled, but not the effect the mana takes. So, if you were to cast Fireball, once that mana has created fire,
the force
it's not
would
going to
still be
stop the
there.
fireball, but it will
So as
prevent
long
you from
as I
putting
stay
more mana
away.
into it.
Hold on, I want to
As
hear
long
this.
as you stay
But
away and
it
launch it
will-
from a distance.
Let her explain.
But it will affect concentration spells such as cloaking, shrouding, things like that, because those require constant mana to be pumped into them. Maybe it won't do much
So-
to help then. Now that I think
so
about it, the past time
projectile
we faced them, it
that
dropped
has
my
been
balls
thrown.
quickly.
So I could bombard the encampment.
Yes, if you've
from
got
afar.
ranged magic and you can stay out of the range of the Opasia, then they can't really do much
Actually,
against it.
That does bring another problem. Our main priority when it comes to this mission is freeing the prisoners that leave the camp. First of all, our informant. Being the purple and grey cloak, I think was mentioned. Grey cloak that was taken by the people in the fort. Secondly, the ones of the Shimmering Nothing, their spy, also likely kidnapped, probably held within the fort. And lastly, this one I'm not entirely sure, but there is also a possibility the Shrine Maidens of Vinode. Considering the fort was likely to be a spot of where they would enter the spirit realm, it's not unlikely that they are being held there as well. So firing fireballs willy-nilly at the fort might harm them.
But by doing this, we can force them to come outside of a camp. To force an
It would be
affrontment.
used as a distraction if we don't make sure to put enough power in it to completely crumble the walls around.
Exactly.
Depending on the Big situation splashy- too, they might be willing to kill the prisoners.
Mm,
True.
We could use it as an opener.
Then again, there is
One
some
large
reason why we have
fireball.
to take the prisoners, isn't there?
Hmm.
Why wouldn't they
That is
just
possible.
kill them is the real question.
Sometimes
Maybe try to
prisoners
use
are
them for
held
more
for an
mana bombs.
extraction of information.
No. Wasn't the original reason why we were brought to the Shimmering Nothing was that they were trying to find a way in. That's why they have
So-
the informant.
Yes, I've seen this in
Sometimes
Alien Black
prisoners
It.
are held for a period of time for an extraction of information or other reasons such as that, but once their usefulness is spent, they'll execute them. I watched that happen many times. Or they're being kept as fuel for their monostorms. That too.
Either way, from the sounds of it, we have to act fast, carefully,
Mhm.
and precise. Which is
Regardless,
not a fun
my
combination.
point being is there may be a reason for keeping them alive now, but that reason may not last.
Should our priorities go towards the prisoner then? And then everything else after?
Yes.
Yes.
In terms of
I believe so.
priority, it would be the prisoners, Meredith, Guion.
I believe that Meredith
let
and
out.
Guion would be on the same level.
How good of a shot are you?
I'm a great shot. Best
Okay.
shot here.
As long as the
Think you can
consensus
hit
is
a
the prisoners.
umbrella or the hand of someone carrying one?
It goes without saying, but we should try and prevent the loss of any of them. If they do have the Shrine Maidens, they're of personal interest to me.
If it comes down to it,
They likely have information on a subject that has caused a good deal of problems for us.
I'm gonna be going on a walk, so
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get the news when I come back.
Obviously, I'm interested in getting them back as well.
Might I ask a question?
Understand.
Well,
Have we thought of potential team composition so that we do not stretch ourselves too thin? I do not believe we'll be able to siege or make an attack upon this fort in one big group. We'll likely need to split up at points. We need to do split up. We should figure out who's going with who.
Well, I'm certainly best suited to infiltration and stealth above anything else. I'm not exactly a frontline fighter in most circumstances.
The problem is, if we try to infiltrate, we don't know yet if the fort is built of apasia.
If the entire thing were built of apasia, that would be surprising to me.
And we don't have any idea of a layout.
I imagine that they'd only build key areas of apasia, perhaps the cells, security doors, things like
I do not think
that.
that would be safe to try and do an individual infiltration, especially after the
I didn't
last
say
time that we had an
individual.
event like that.
Hmm.
I know, but I am aware of how infiltration with you turns.
That happened one time a very long time ago, Amit. Please let that go.
And it still happened. We should take it into account. If we don't,
At this
I'm almost
point,
certain that we'll
though,
take another
as
risk.
well, with the fort even having a risk of being made of any Opasia, as it was a space for people to hide away from mages, a stealth infiltration is very, very unlikely.
And
If we're relying on magic at the very least.
Yes.
We can determine when we see the place, because Opasia has a very clear look. There's also alternatives such as invisibility potions, which we know are not affected by Opasia.
And they have plenty of those.
They do. Huh.
They do.
If we are doing a distraction approach, an external team and an internal team would probably be best.
So 2 separate ones. One's to fight out once the distraction has worked, and the other 2 go into the fort.
Ones that will keep the rest of them busy, while the internal team go in, check things out, and if possible free the prisoners and take care of Meredith and Leon. Thinning the herd, so to speak. That is if we are going with the distraction approach with Cedros' fireball.
It seems pretty solid. I guess no objections.
Alright. If you were Aetherbane, would you have any groups deployed outside of the fort's grounds, surveying the surrounding areas?
There'd have to be at least 1 or 2 small groups, probably 6 each.
They likely also have some
Depending
sort
on the
of
exact
tower
numbers
to
as
look
well.
at the
It would
area.
depend.
Probably have some sort of watch post or patrols.
Would it not be possible
Without
then
a
for the
doubt, they
group
have
was...
a group that are stationed outside, along with those that's stationed outside in the following woods. Watch shifts along with the... If there is a tower, there almost definitely is one group up there.
Then, potentially, if there's any groups that are scouting around the area, the sneaking in group, if they're able to get the ambush on them, could procure their invisibility potions to use against them.
Or simply take their armor.
Disguises would work to some degree, but not for all of us. I don't see many Aetherbane who are something other than human, so...
Then,
Also, you have to take into account how likely they may know each other well.
That is why
True.
taking
This is the general as well.
invisibility potions.
It's going to be trusted soldiers.
There's no way you're going to be able to disguise yourself and sneak through.
Yes. That's why invisibility potions
It may
are the
work for a very short time if you avoid speaking to anyone, but...
Fine, shit on my deal all you want. I'm kidding.
The only problem I can think of is... I was about to say, someone like Alpha, you might be a little short, no offense, and the tail and horns.
Hey, I have seen some extremely short Etherbane, actually. Thank
Sounds
you
like an
very
excuse.
much.
Shorter than my boot.
That is impressive.
I like
That
how
is
they focused
impressive.
on you being shorter than I exist.
Yeah, you're literally smaller than me. So is Eka. So is Sprout.
I mean, but Sprout can get very big.
Yes,
With
but when
Etherbane
Sprout
armor?
gets very big. She's not wearing Etherbane armor. Thank you very much.
You think
The sneakiest hero.
No.
the giant goat somehow sneaks in and they
Either
procures it as one of their soldiers?
Who's gonna stop her and ask her questions?
I think it might be a decent
That's a
time
good
if they're
point.
able to find their own scouting party to procure some potions. Unless Asato's able to make the invisibility potions tonight.
I do have a concern.
Nearly enough ingredients for something
Yes.
like that.
Now that we cannot go inside of town, it's going to be even more
Asato,
difficult.
do you have the ingredients for making more of those sleep potions, though? Knocking out guards along the way would be helpful.
Possibly
I have brought
more
quite a lot.
resources for those potions that they were mentioning.
Would you like to sit down?
I brought quite a lot of sleeping potions.
You had a question, he said?
Mostly
Perfect.
judged on
I understand
maybe
why.
Meredith
Yes,
might
I
need
did
a
have a
lot more
concern.
than just one.
Well, if we can dedicate some of those to the infiltration team, being able to quickly knock out guards would be very useful.
It would be the infiltration team getting
to go to bed?
most likely Meredith will remain within the fort.
What?
True.
Maybe
Would you like your character to go to bed or are you comfy here?
A restock camp near the fort as well then.
Okay.
Just in case the ones outside require a restock and keep fighting.
If they have watch posts outside and the infiltration team takes one of those watch posts, that could become our camp. We could bring wounded and restock there.
Cicero wanted
Which
to
they
talk.
most likely will have some sort of watch outside, as Amit said. I mean, this is a military fort of some sort, correct?
It's the general as well as probably Meredith, I believe the name was.
Yes,
It wouldn't
and
be, without a doubt, it's going to have high-ranking military officials and everything else of sorts.
I'd imagine it's probably, if they're going for the whole anti-magic thing, it's probably built quite similar to Bloodshore Prison. They might have used it as inspiration, in fact.
This is going to be the most dangerous mission that we've likely have gone on. So,
Very
still
quickly.
yourself.
Seaside, you had a concern?
Yes, depending on our method of infiltration. Personally, if I were them and I had even detected a hint of infiltration, I wouldn't immediately go after and kill all the infiltrators. I would rather lure them in deeper so that they would be incapable of receiving help. My fear is that if we go with an infiltration team, it may end up luring them to their own deaths. This is a very highly guarded area. They are going to have two of possibly some of the most important people within the Etherbane organization. It probably won't be nearly easy enough to just walk in undetected.
Fortresses are made to be defended.
Yes. We may
True,
have to
but
do
nothing's
all sorts of
impenetrable.
assaults.
We haven't the resources or the time. Not for a proper siege, not for a proper assault.
Nor the
Not
numbers.
enough of us. Mm.
What may help is to simply get in and get the doors open, after which the rest of us can get inside.
Well, yes, that's usually what an infiltration team would do in that circumstance, so...
Not even
If there's-
all of the doors, just the main one. Main entrance.
If there are ingredients and the like that are required, try to make a list. I believe that entrance will still be granted in the morning to at least many of you. But if not, then if someone can get me a list, then it might take a little while to do it subtly. But Molly and I can likely acquire many of the things that are required.
Okay. For now, though, the most we can do is, well, since we can't go back into town to properly see if we can find a map of the fort, is, I guess, prepare.
It was suggested that I talk to the scribe tomorrow. I hadn't seen one today, but if so, I can potentially ask about maps of the surroundings, included in my research, so to speak. There are some doubts about me inside, but broadly speaking, I am intact.
In the meantime, if we can find some parchment, we should sort out shifts.
I'm sorry if I scared you earlier.
There are rough draft. We should have tomorrow to finalize everything. But now, relax and enjoy us.
You did not. I would have intervened.
Rest.
We'll start shifts sometime soon.
We're gonna have a long day tomorrow, probably.
I had all intention to take the shot.
And the day after that.
I would not have allowed it.
Is there a plan for departure?
I don't mean to sound cynical,
simply
but
when
I
ready.
don't think even you are faster than a bullet.
I think it's going to be when.
I'm not. Well,
When ready tomorrow, but we're also getting a guide from the town that will guide us to the fort.
I do have a means.
Okay.
We know
So,
of where the
we have
fort will be, but
Lightning magic.
go there with all the vegetation and
I'm glad you are protecting me then. And
So
it's
we'll
not
be employed
the other way around.
when it's over.
Granted, it does require a degree of preparation.
I don't think he
So
would
if I'm
have.
not,
I don't think he would have pointed the gun at me if it wasn't prepped.
Certainly, it's worth a try.
yes, well, I'm saying the fact he was standing there not pulling the trigger does give preparation. If he didn't, well,
The connection between those here
that's a little harder.
is no longer subtle. It's pretty well understood. So, if there is
I will-
animosity there, then
I understand. There are many frustrations to be had.
which was your planned guide?
I'm gonna go rest in the,
They said with the
over there
hunters.
until it's fully dark.
Someone who knows.
I suppose it is rather stupid of me, actually, to think about taking a bullet.
Was it Misty, the butterfly?
No.
I had not considered this.
It was the one in.
I mean, you're also considering me who was ready to take the bullet.
The blacksmith.
Shell.
Mm.
Oh, the guardsman.
The gods.
I would prefer if you did not.
Understood.
Though I should be able
Yes,
to
I did not think that far ahead. I just want, again,
She was the
angry
first,
and
first point of contact with me, anyways.
Given that Misty was assaulted
I don't
today
know.
and held at gunpoint,
If I did get
suspect she
shot,
wouldn't be
it would have
particularly generous.
proved everything
Additionally,
that I said about him.
So did you want to get shot?
wish you luck.
Yes and no.
Is there anything else that I can do while within?
Mm.
Of assistance to anyone?
Not that I can think of. Anything like us.
But when I think about
is just going to be
everybody he has pulled into this situation,
When you spend your time within the town,
Even
did you see
willing.
anything resembling a library?
No, but I.
It was bound to happen.
Buildings. If they have a scribe, they likely have some sort of repository of knowledge. I can.
Many are not keen
be found, and
on the fact that actions he did not consult any of us about, or in part what put us in this situation.
review any of the information that they might have on the area.
If there is a chance that we can get anything.
They took action in the desert.
It might help
They fumbled it, failed, and then decided it was okay to drag us all into the blood. Foolish. To think that would land in everyone's good graces.
Like, I get it. It was
We'll urge caution
fable.
as well.
She...
For any who don't know, they
I'm pretty sure
were
she was
very
a friend
quickly
to
made aware of everyone's
quite a bit of people.
connection to one another, and their mages present.
Sorry.
This is the third conversation this morning. It was
Okay, I was going to say that. Taylor was in a very curious place.
Hey, so yeah, I was just taking a read through that book that I got on the region
fine now.
and culture and things, and it actually has notes about the fort. So the place we're at right now was meant to be a sister fort to Fort Clifton, the one we're talking about going to. It was never completed, but people moved in and finished the construction, made it into more of a town, but we can reasonably expect that the other fort, while bigger, is going to have a similar layout to this place. On top of that, it does make mention of how it was meant to be laced with opasia in the stonework.
That is unfortunate.
Hmm.
I'll look for whatever corroborating notes might exist tomorrow.
Well, at least we have an idea of the look of the place.
Orpheus said he found a way in to this one.
Then there may be another way that we can get in the other one.
I'll inquire with him later.
There are
I'm
grates, yes.
Grates.
Yes, there are
Amit,
two grates that lead inside,
before
though
you
they
go,
are
I
caged.
found something.
I don't doubt that some
I
might be able to fit
did
through
some
though.
reading up in the book that I bought about the region and its history. Fort Clifton, the one we're going to, this town is meant to be a fort initially. It was meant to be a sister fort to it, with similar construction. It was never finished, and the people who moved in built a town in it. But it stands to reason that while bigger, Fort Clifton
Though
is
again,
going to have a similar
I
construction.
understand people have
It
their
is
good
meant to
morals
have
about
opasia lined
Fable.
in the stonework
She's made friends here,
as well, so we
So
do have that much
then that confirms that.
confirmed.
but
So magic should still work for you.
we
also
are in
know
a
that
very
Orpheus
dangerous place with
found
dangerous people
some ways
in a
in
very
the
dangerous
region,
situation.
which means there should be ways we can sneak into Clifton.
As Sprout said, it has come to be expected,
my bandage away though.
as far as how they conduct themselves.
We'll also have to consider a good swim as we prepare.
Let's figure out if any of the tents are free.
Luckily, those in the town seem buffoons.
Yes, please.
No.
Have we figured out a tent to stay in?
You are no
There's
buffoon,
plenty.
Toffee.
Well, would you like to figure one out before we head out tonight?
Well, that's probably be a good idea.
Alright. Don't forget Darla this time.
I won't.
Oh my goodness.
What? What?
Nothing.
What?
Something else.
No, I.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, oh you're awake.
Yeah. What? Buffoons? Where's the buffoons?
They're in the
No,
town.
no, we said baboons.
What?
Baboons.
Yes, baboon.
Baboons?
Yes.
Oh my
Inji
god.
Dakama.
Check.
I mean, bamboo. Bamboo.
Bamboos?
Yeah, bamboo.
Oh yeah.
Bamboozle.
Okay, perhaps it's wrong of me to say. Oh, I shouldn't say.
What? What was you going to say?
No, I shouldn't say it.
Were you going to say? Would you? Were you going to? Were you?
Bye-bye.
Good.
Bye.
Good night, Toffee.
Okay, I'll say it.
Were you going to say bear? What were you going to say?
I couldn't help but notice the size difference between Lem and Elfe. I'm just saying, is that a thing? Like, is that a thing that people?
When she was standing up, I was like, whoa.
Yes. What? Yes.
It was just there.
She has a lot of tail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Maybe it is. Little dragon, big dragon.
Maybe it's a tail thing.
Maybe it is. Strange. I mean, I suppose at least Alpha has a friend. I guess. Do you think she would try and assassinate me? If she knew? I think she might. Maybe. Perhaps.
Out of jealousy?
I think so. If I found out she was secretly married to you, I would kill her. What?
I'm just getting used to, you know, that all happened not even 24 hours ago.
Yes, it does require some getting used to.
You do know
What is that?
You know of my condition, and there's no guarantees of my life, correct?
I know, yes.
And you are very much aware that you would be binded to the laws of man, and I suppose your royalty.
Yes. But I'm not currently.
And I did say that, are you very much aware that it might end up you getting hurt? And you're okay with that? What if it is a pain unlike any other? I do not know. I have never experienced of such a thing. Of not simply mourning of a dead one, but the mourning of an unacquainted heartbreak.
Is it wrong to say that neither have I, other than family members or other things? I would like to experience it. I would prefer to avoid it. But whether given the opportunity to experience it or not, I think I would choose to. Perhaps that is madness in the right sense.
No, I get it. Actually.
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me. Again, I've only been born for the past couple of years, even though my body has grown, and my mind has also living the double life.
Every time you say that, it makes me feel terribly strange.
Why?
I am very old by comparison.
You're like Within your
very, very
200s, correct?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
And that is not even middle age for Kitsune.
I mean, I'm below 200.
Then you might be seen as a kid to them.
I am absolutely not. I would not be seen as such.
Well, if you were to speak to an elder, they would see you as, oh my goodness, you are such a kid. You are practically a baby.
Arrogant nine tails.
It's your culture.
That doesn't mean I have to like it.
But again, I'm trying to experience as much emotion as I can. Even the negative ones. The ones people stray away from. Like demons in their closet. Because I know of the memories of experiencing such a thing, but I haven't experienced them myself. So it's a bit
It's part of... Sorry, go on, I'm sorry.
It's just... The moment it happens, it's like a connection. Like something snapping into place. You know?
I think I understand that, yes. Is getting shot on that list of things?
Probably not.
Good, avoid it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all pain is rather similar. It's just this burning heat that overwhelms you as well as a warm liquid running down whatever entry wound.
That's a strange way to describe it.
Well, would it not be accurate if you focus on just the physical aspect of it?
Yes, but why would you wish to experience that?
Well, it's not really a choice at this point.
No.
Maybe the very first time I was like, I want to experience it. It happened, and I'm like, wow, this is absolutely terrible, but at least I know what it feels like now.
I've never wanted to experience that. I have, but I wouldn't.
How would you know pain until you've experienced it?
When you screw up, it's a teaching mechanism.
Well, there you go.
My ears all over the place.
It's quite alright. Get comfortable. I do not mind.
I'm very pokey with it.
No, it's fine. Get as comfortable as you want with it.
What do you think about this whole fort thing?
It's tricky. The fact that we're going within somewhere that's opaque at least.
It does present certain problems.
It would be one
Plenty of them.
It would be one thing facing one point of interest, but there's two as well as an objective. So I'm just the best at timing those.
I'm very bad at it.
But yes, it's... I believe the consensus is at least 2 teams, 1 for infiltration, and it seems like getting the doors open is the best option, and then the team outside is the distraction.
I'm not so sure infiltration will work as well as they wish, but if they believe they can do it.
First shift for tonight.
Amit and Sprout.
No, they're third.
Are they third?
Are they not?
Oh, never mind. I do not know.
The first one, I believe, is covered, I think. I do think he at least was rather confident in that.
Good. Should be okay. You have a good night.
You as well. I sabotaged my good graces with Nex.
Really now? That sounds more like a
Yes.
boon.
Suppose. It was useful being able to get him to do what I asked. Even if that wasn't always for the best things. He can be useful, sometimes pleasant conversation.
Is it worth it?
Not if he's going to point a gun at you. That's unacceptable. Perhaps I should have been firmer with him regarding Elijah. I do regret that.
You're good to me. Perhaps too good.
You say that as if you somehow deserve better. Or, well, not as good. Less. Oh, shit. Never mind.
I understood what you meant.
I'm bad with words sometimes. Rarely.
That was one of the things I liked about you.
That I mess up what I'm saying.
When you tried to defend my honor in front of Leto.
Oh. Did I?
Yes, he said he didn't want to bed me, and you went in to defend my honor in that case.
Oh, I did do that.
Yes, it was one of perhaps the cutest moment I saw of you. It is forever engraved in my mind.
Oh, you can forget that. It's okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to forget a single memory about you.
Did you at least inflict that one upon the other you, so he has to put up with that?
It just depends. I don't get to choose what he remembers.
Does he?
No. It's...
I didn't think so.
Imagine a bunch of memories swirling in my head. And the moment he comes out, whatever is on the left side and the right side, it splits down the middle. And one goes to the other, and the other goes to him. So you can understand why sometimes he's quite lost. Why does that entertain you?
I'm thinking of him remembering terribly inappropriate things at the wrong times.
With you?
Things which... yes.
Well, yes, he would remember that.
That's both funny and not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well. I guess we find out if this whole thing works soon enough.
Your eyes are getting worse, by the way.
What? My what?
They are a deep purple now.
They
or
should...
a more prominent pink.
Maybe that's just the light. It is sunset.
Maybe. But they are a lot more noticeable, is what I'm trying to say, in this light.
Hmm. Good to know. It's probably nothing.
Hmm?
It's probably nothing. I'll get over it. Maybe.
Well, I'm the one who just has to stare at you.
Hopefully it is not too unpleasant.
That is not what I meant. Regardless, I got to look into your eyes. But
do you miss the gold?
That is a tough question to answer. Purple also does suit you.
It's... Thank you. Did I... tell you why? I don't remember.
You said you were faltering in your oath.
Yes. I broke it. Yes. I have no one's know. Perhaps if I see those through. I just need to make sure I see them through.
Well, you've sworn oath. But I can understand the worry of about breaking another. Since you've already broken.
I did for good reason.
If you're so worried about it, I can help to keep you on track.
Thank you. These are worth keeping. I'm sorry, but
I don't know what you're apologizing for.
I didn't tell you anything about my ridiculous plan to going to the palace. Symbolism. The moves I was trying to make. Assurances I was trying to provide.
both in a tough spot.
It's foolish, but... I shouldn't say it.
Go on.
I've sort of voiced it before. And I know that you may not be able to prevent the things you talked about. Or the problems in the East. But I want to. I want to help you. And I wish to see that if things do happen, that we can at least keep it from falling to pieces. But I would prefer if you're there for all of it, whatever happens, and I have this foolish, stupid thought that may not even happen. I may not even live to see it through. Who knows when? But even if I accomplish the things I want to accomplish, some of which I feel I am in a good place to do, I would still want you to be there. And I think this is the easiest way. It's... If things did not go this way, eventually, when all this is over, I would have gone my separate ways, or returned to running the Satori, or done who knows what with House Faven, if I had come to lead it still. And I would go my way back to Valinor for the West in shame, and you would go back to the palace.
How would you want it to go then?
I think I'm angling it towards that. I just have to keep you alive. And I need to not get myself killed. If it works out, we both get to be at the palace. I wouldn't mind that. I'd rather like that. Then we don't have to go our separate way. It's not so bad. May not be everything someone wants, but it's something. Besides, I think between Maylin and I, we can make your life very difficult.
trouble I'm looking forward to.
Or you can make mine difficult. Think about it. Also acceptable. Don't get shot.
There is but one request I would like to make at least now.
Oh? What is it?
If you ever call me Boyd ever again, I will never kiss you ever again. You call me Jasper. You call me Sarvel. You call me anything in between of that. But if I ever hear you call me clown, bard, minstrel to anyone ever again, I will never forgive you.
Interesting demands. I mean it with endearment. Sometimes.
I don't care. I'm sorry, but it makes me very livid. I don't have much to my name at all. If anything, my name isn't even mine. This body is not mine. This soul is not mine. I have very few things to myself. So to take that away from me.
I understand. Jasper, Sarvel.
I've forgiven you that time. But again, if I ever hear you mention me as such,
I will avoid it. If you wish, I'll take an oath beneath the moon over it.
No.
Breaking that could be a serious offense.
If you plan on taking it seriously, then there's no need for an oath. Because you already know the repercussions.
I suppose that is fair. Did I call you Bard today?
No, you called me Bard back in Rivendell, and you called me Bard to my face when we were in the Shimmering Nothing. I almost blew up on you right then and there.
The other day?
No, when we went into the hot spring with Holly. Just before that.
I did?
Yes, you did. You called me
Perhaps this is...
You called me Bard right in front of her.
Oh.
I distinctly remember it because I was absolutely angry about it.
I was not aware, sorry. You have my apology. Rather than words, I will speak with action. By not saying those words. The B word.
Okay. I believe
Perhaps I should strip it from my vocabulary entirely. I could try. It would be difficult. I don't use it often.
As long as you don't refer to it as me.
I have this problem, which will not apply to you any longer. And that is, I have a tendency sometimes to refer to people in ways that are brief and derisive. Take Alfei, for example. The worm.
I suppose. But I've only ever called you Akane. That is your name. That is your birth name. And I will respect it as such.
Good night, you two. Sleep
You
well.
make a fair point. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What? What? There's only like 3 tents.
No, screw it up. Think about Eka.
No, but there's definitely other people sleeping in this tent.
I mean, there could be things that is done quietly.
I'm not.
There's an infiltration mission.
What?
I believe in your boat.
What are you talking about? What are you saying?
I'm not trying to encourage anything. Akana, you're like the devil on on his shoulder.
What infiltration mission?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say nothing, dear. I'm losing my fucking mind.
You've got
what's
this.
wrong with me?
Cowboy.
I got what? I'm going to sleep.
Sorry.
Connie, what are you doing? You are so.
I mean, I would love to, but like loyalty, you know, I can't. It's forbidden.
I understand. Unfortunate.
If it's ever not forbidden, I'll let you know, though.
I know you will.
Okay.
First of all, that.
You keeping watch? Is that why you guys are up still, or
We,
yes.
yeah.
Just night owls?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sleep in this tent with like the 5 other people that are in here. I'm sure there's like, you know.
Oh.
Late joiners?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't see him.
What?
What?
Huh?
Hey, babe.
I think we should at least start relaxing too.
I think so. Yes.
Careful, your tails are close to the fire. There we go.
You would think as a fire mage that would not be a problem.
I don't think being a fire mage makes you fire tolerant.
Maybe you make a fair point. We could likely grab one of the tents over there if you want.
Of course.
That way we can wake each other up since we have the second watch. Make sure that we...
It would be convenient.
Go.
Yes.
Over there.
Good enough excuse. Yeah, I don't think much people claimed these ones.
No, they didn't. There's a whole other campfire too. I just didn't see anyone over here. Thank you, by the way.
What?
I knew there had been something bothering you, but I couldn't figure out what it was. But thank you for telling me.
Of course.
I'll do better.
Thank you.
It's almost like we're gay. That's crazy.
Wow.
Where's Sailor?
Yeah. Where'd you put
There she is.
Hey
guys. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I had similar struggles with May when I first brought her in. That's why I swapped to Sprout. And luckily Sprout has mostly worked out.
Yeah.
But Sprout is also a struggle because she can't get involved in anything serious because people won't talk to her. And like, I totally get it. This is a character flaw. That I will probably improve on over time.
I think she's improving on it.
Yeah, she
in general.
fucking brought up a Naku.